gonna make it. Ooh, somehow I'm gonna make it. Oh, yeah, the hell we back. Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Welcome to the St. James Show. I am your host, St. James. Listen. Thank you for, I don't know if you were with me earlier this morning, early this afternoon, but we are back now. Listen. We had a little difficulty earlier today. We had a few devil worshipers come into our live and try to infiltrate us with some adult scenery. That's all right. The devil don't like it. But you know why they don't like it, y'all? This is why they don't. 15,000 subscribers. And they said, how about we try to take that old St. James down at 15,000? Let's do it. Let's do it on today. But you know what? The power belongs to God. All right? Doesn't belong to them. Thank you for coming in this evening, and thank you for joining and subscribing to the St. James Show. As always, I ask you, I implore you that you would just hit that like button right now before we get into it, and that you would definitely share this live. Thank you. We've reached 50. I'm going to have to change that. We've reached 15. You can join our membership by clicking the link in the description, and also never forget to donate. And our suggested donation today and for the weekend is $15, $1 for the Father and $5 for the Son and the Holy Ghost. We're just gonna wrap it all into one. All right. So if you would be so kind, it's scrolling at the bottom as always, and also it's right there under my holy face. Listen, y'all, we've come on today. Wait a minute. Before we come on today, RNY, I see you was over there with Vincent as well. I saw you over there. Yes, Moki, we back. We is back. Sean, ain't no stopping us, baby. Marcus, Terry, thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, you working right now at that Amazon. That's all right. Earn that money, because you have to give into the kingdom of St. James. All right. Yeah, keep working. Come on, Jesse. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. All right, Ava, what's up? Ava, thank you for coming back. And Catherine coming back up in here tonight. Marco is here tonight. Thank you so much. And Brockton came for a second time. Armor Bearer and Brock. Yeah, I know too. Well, we had to go ahead and delete that other video. We had to delete it. So we are back here to give God praise, and to let the devil know what the old folk used to say. Give him a black eye. Give the devil a black eye. What's up, Just Being Me? Thank you for being a member, Just Being Me, and Ann Brock, RNY. Thank you guys for being members of the St. James Show. Would love to get some more members while we're on live. Hit the link in the description and be a member and show your real deal support to the St. James Show. What's it? Trust in the Lord at all times. God will not be for him. Power belonging to God. Dun, dun, dun. On the back book and once and twice have I heard this. Power belonging to God. Dun, 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 understanding. Y'all know that song. But power does belong to God. Oh, that's one of my Hezekiah Walker songs I do love. Buddha is taking me all the way out. Let me see. And I am going to drop the link if you've seen it and you would like to comment on the Docu-Series 1 through 3. I think 4 will be interesting, but I don't think it's going. Well, I don't know. 4 may just be more informational. I think part 4. But if you have, listen, ain't no punk up in St. James. Ain't no punk up in me. I will drop my link again and have people come up, but you will have to verify, and you're gonna have to talk to me before I let you up. I need to know that I know that you are who you say you be. Okay. So if you watched you don't have to cam up. If you watch the 1, 2, and 3, or maybe you just watch tonight's or something like that, make sure you come on. I want you to come on up here and give me your opinion. We still even deleted. We still there. We still there. We over 15 right now. We about 15 and 30 or something like that. Something like that, Sean. You know, they tried. But I tried him and I know him. All right. Found him to be a friend. All right. So let's get into, yes, he did put St. James in the little deal tonight. So I'm going to play the little clip that he put in about me and what I said. I believe he's talking about how I made a comment in regards to when Larry always said that he was trying to be like him, and other people were saying, "Oh, you're trying to be like Larry." You know, that was always the narrative that was being spent. So I think that's what he was talking about in regards to my commentary. And another commentary, I know this guy is in the beef sector. He's usually in the beef sector. I forget what his name is, but we'll check it out. Jesse said he didn't watch nothing. Y'all didn't watch nothing, huh? All right.
So I'm listening to this guy talk, Buddha, Vincent Terrill Hill. If I'm mispronouncing his name, blame it on my head and not my heart. I'm listening to him talk. Now, the way he's talking now is not the way he talked when he was Buddha. All the pronunciation and the volume and the yelling. You know who he has taken the persona of? Buddha has taken the persona of two people. All right. One, Dawson Speaks, right? When I was listening to him talk at first, and people were talking about it, I thought it was on Dawson Speaks channel, right? So he took Dawson Speaks personification as well as Larry Reed. Listen to Buddha talk, even down to the laugh in the inflection. He stole those personalities, borrowed, inspired by those two guys' personalities, and that's the personality or persona that he's projecting here on YouTube.
So I can understand his, and I see now that he wants to be an influencer. I think he'll get subscribers and views this week, but going forward, I can see why Larry went off on his own and didn't quite include. Now, if I was Larry, I wouldn't be running around talking about he wanted to be me. He wanted to be like me. He wanted me. Well, he got you, but that's neither here nor there. Depends on the interpretation of God. Okay, but I can see that Buddha wants to, but I'm not sure if he will get what he wants in regards to these YouTube streams. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a part of the networks of the prophetic. Y'all don't pay me for my prophecies.
October the 16th, 20.
So that was interesting. So that's Beefing 323. Catherine Powell is our resident beef sector correspondent, so she's keeping us abreast. Buddha sounds the same since he's been on YouTube. Yeah. I don't know what that guy was talking about. That Buddha sounds different. No, you sound pretty much the same. What I was talking about was in regards to him being accused of being like Larry or trying to be like. I didn't see it. I just always seen Buddha as having a separate type of character, style with himself. That was totally different. But it is what it is. What's up, Prince James? Good to see you. So you think he'll sounds the same as he's been sounding, or do you think he sounds like Larry? And I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm just gonna tell you. Can I just be honest with this stuff here? Some additional things did come out. He talked about more about the video or the audio that he recorded when he was in the car with Larry. That really was a large part of the expose, because a lot of that things were coming out of Larry. And he also said about that he didn't play everything that he could have played because it would have been way more damning to Larry and his camp had he really went there. Okay. Not like Larry and I didn't think so either. Yeah. That was my point in the video. I was like, no, I don't think so. That's just another narrative being spun. But what was I saying? That he could have really did more damage that he did because they held back a lot of more of incriminating evidence. that was on text messages, and that was on that recording. Let me tell you, Buddha kind of went after Timothy Blaine, because Timothy Blaine has been reviewing the docu-series, but Timothy Blaine is of the opinion that I wish he would come on. Where Timothy at? Or he might go live later. That he's under the impression that, Buddha, you're not a victim. That's his main thing of, you're not a victim. You were not underage. You're a grown ass man, pretty much. So stop running around here. Tell your story, but stop saying that you're a victim. I don't know how many of you in the chat agree with Timothy. Timothy talking like he got victims. Timothy, they asking a question: do you got any victims hid behind somewhere? So, so Buddha kind of got a little testy on that area with him, because I think the thing about it, I think Buddha has been listening to all of the content creators in regards to anything we commentate on anything, any part of his video. So yeah, I know, some people say, oh, well, I don't listen to them, but you actually do listen to them. There was another content creator that he called out and told him exactly why he was not included in any of the trailers or any of the docu-series videos. And it's strictly because he said, the content creator said they didn't want to be in it. So he obliged them. So he called that out too. Just Being Me says, if I'm not mistaken, Terrill Hill said the audio was about 2 hours and he only released 10 minutes. Imagine what the other 100 minutes entailed. Okay? And he said that his spiritual advisor, aka tarot card reader, told him not to be the one to destroy Larry, be a part of the puzzle that destroys Larry. Buddha believes that Larry will be destroyed. That is his thoughts. He believes that Larry will be taken down, will be destroyed. And do I wish that on anybody? Even no, I don't. But there are consequences to your actions. Okay. I did see some the content creators that really windmill against Larry. They were in the chat. And, the thing about it, I still stand on what I say. I don't think people ought to get so involved in someone else's situation where it is damning to your livelihood, your freedom, your ability to move freely in the world, and it really throws a hiccup in your lifestyle. Larry, Buddha, nobody. I'm not concerned about what they doing at their house that much that I need to risk going to jail or paying court costs. Absolutely not. The world, according to Money Pot, says he can't damage Larry. Everybody knows that Larry is gay. We just want Larry's info on church dirt. We don't care. And that is it. I think we're clear. We were clear before the audio stuff came out and before Vincent came out, because he would say that, he would just drop stuff like, I've had peen, or if you have sometime you're not gay, and or I've had that. He talked about his past childhood traumas and stuff, but then he started talking about how then he made the decision to just go ahead and continue into it. So that pretty much tells us what your deal in life is. But of course, you know, he was over here the other day over in the St. James show chat saying that he's not gay, he's a top. So I don't know. Y'all take it and run with it. Do whatever you want with that. He ain't gay, y'all. He a top. I'm not gay no more. I'm a top. Sean says, I have a mixed feeling because I have had someone tell people who had been in a relationship because they were in love with me, and because we spend a lot of time together, folks believe. Well, like I said, I'm glad he did address that whole being in love part. That is a narrative that is really trying to be spent, and I see that in a lot of chats. You know, he's in love, and we even said that over here. Maybe his feelings were stronger. His feelings are stronger for Larry than Larry's of his, but you know, Vincent says that, listen, y'all can say that all you want, but I'm not in love with Larry. I don't want Larry. You know, he's still claiming, you know, he's still saying that this is a cleansing for him, a cleansing. Jesse said, download tops are the worst. Testified to Jesse. Where you get that testimony from? Where you get it from? Yes, Prince James. I'm not a Larry Reid fan. Who paid Buddha off to bring this information? Well, thank you for bringing that up. I need to speak to something. Mods, listen to me. We had a few individuals in the chat the other night, and they were speaking. They were talking their talk. As I said, as long as no one is putting curse words into the chat, even though, you know, YouTube will stop those from coming, you know, that you have to press hide. They'll stop it from showing in the chat. But as long as no one is cursing or being totally disrespectful or saying something about St. James that's negative, because, you know, I can, everybody can get a little touch of narcissism, can we? Just a touch of it. Y'all don't talk about me. All right, I'm talking about me. But somebody had put in the chat, we all know that TD is funding Vincent. Now, that's been something that has been said. I don't think that's the case. First of all, if Vincent was funded by TD, he wouldn't have got evicted out of his home, or he wouldn't even be living back at his parents' house right now, his parents' house. I think he would have took that TD money and went and got him another condo, because that TD money is long money. So I cannot stand it. So when somebody put that in the chat, one of the mods removed it, because you can go back and see, because I had a little question on somebody who was up in this chat. So I went back just to do a little investigation, And when I seen one of their things had been removed by a mod, I said, no mods, we don't do that over here. I don't even care if somebody put TD Jakes. That's not me saying it, even though I would rather y'all just do initials. But no, we don't need to delete comments over here and somebody's just speaking their mind. But I don't think that TD Jakes is funding Vincent, because I believe he would be at a higher ground on today and wouldn't need to ask for no cash apps. I guarantee you that. Yes, RNY, agreed. For every action, there is a reaction. So we don't have to sit back and wish anything bad on Larry or Vincent for coming out. No, if he's doing this for the right reasons, God and the universe or what have you will protect him. If he's doing it for really vindictive reasons, then things will transpire. You know, they would. Thank you so much, RNY, for gifting 5 memberships. Wild Card, you got a membership. Angel E. Gabe, you got a membership. Amanda got a membership. Amanda, you up in here? You running your mouth yet? Peaches got a membership, and Wanda Green got a membership. You are now members of the St. James Show. RNY, lift your hands immediately. Lift them up right now. Receive the blessing of St. James. Receive it. Receive it in Jesus' name. It's Pentecost Sunday tomorrow. When you wear your white tomorrow, even if you ain't going to church, get up and put some white on. God is going to purify you all over again. All right. That's my blessing. All right. Yeah, they saying thank you. All right. Thank you, RNY. Now, RNY, are you the one that used to be a member of Larry's church? Or you were just a member of the community. Hey, what's up, River? Okay, I had a question about that. Yeah, a plot twist. Vincent, yes, Yvonne. Vincent said it was about freedom. Why not believe him? You know, like I said, I mean, if his reasons are pure and that are the reasons, and he's not doing it just to take down Larry and his harem, or Larry and his cult, as some, Vincent has even called it, then things will transpire as they're supposed to for Vincent. But if they're pure and it's just, he's really trying to be that sounding board for people who are stuck in the situations that let me tell you, he really pointed out some really very disturbing things. And I'm sure Larry will debunk and say that he's lying. But what he said was, let's see if we can just go back and see a little bit of this. I'm not sure where it is, but let's just he doesn't mind. You put me in his video, I'll put him in mine. He don't mind. He did have a warning for you, some content creators. I'm gonna talk about that too.
My freedom. And as I look back now, it was tough back then for me. But as I look back now, I am proud of the work I did at AIB Network in the beginning. I am proud of the work I did with T.S. Madison, because it gave me my wings. It allowed me to afford my wings.
Self-identity refers to how you identify and define yourself. Fundamentally, it answers the question, who am I? It is essentially everything that encompasses you, a combination of all of your personality traits, physical attributes, and interests.
I absolutely felt that. I allowed church in its structure to suffocate who I was.
Yeah.
And one of the toughest things, as I dissolve some of those traditions and teaching, the principles, ideologies, is coming back to myself. And not even back to myself, but learning what I never learned about myself before I really got deep into the church. So I think
it's interesting because he talked about there in that particular video about coming to himself and having freedom. And in that video, he wasn't free. He hadn't come to himself yet. He was still over there with Larry. So he wasn't free. I'm stuffing my mouth. But you stuffing your mouth. All right, go ahead and eat. Go ahead and eat and listen. We know you, yeah, okay. Okay, you said no, I was just visiting quite a bit when he was in Fayetteville. Okay, because I questioned, was she a member of there? Don't be RNY, don't you be denying the fact now. Just playing with you. Yeah, so did I make you a mod yet? It didn't make you a mod. Let me make you a mod, Jesse. There you go. All right. Remember what I said about blocking people or blocking comments now, All right. So, but he did. So the fact of the matter, and I think JP really brought it to more of an understanding, even for me, in regards to people and their freedom and people getting free. Now, is this going to bring him freedom? I don't know. Is this docu-series really going to cleanse him? I don't know. He says it is. I'm not sure it will. But we have to take his word for what he's saying. He did highlight, let me see if I can find that. He highlighted a comment the other night that Larry had put up on our show here. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. All right. It was the whole talk about money. So let's just back it up just a little bit, just a tad bit. And because he highlighted Larry's comment from the other night. We are
Larry, after that first Reformation experience, thought to himself, I am invincible. and the unity broke. The warm feeling of family broke. For me, that was my experience. And I no longer felt comfortable around them. Let's talk about money. It's so funny that the only thing that he really has to say is, I'm disgruntled. I wanted his love and I wanted his money. Fine.
So this comment was, I gave him all he asked for except my heart. We're still talking about this heart thing. From 2021 to 2022, I gave him $225,000. This ain't healing. This grief of major loss cause I was the biggest thing in his life. Boy. I wonder if Larry actually has thought that possibly this isn't really about him losing you. Do y'all think Larry has even thought about that? That it may actually be him trying to just find himself and break up, because he was wrapped up tightly with all that. When he talked about not being able to text anyone else, any other guy, not being able to like any other guy. He had to tell Larry if he liked someone. And, he shared about not being able to watch porn by himself. He only could watch porn with Larry because, and then if he did watch porn, because he didn't want him watching any other guy that didn't look like Larry. Because if he watched another guy on porn that didn't look like Larry, then Larry would say, what's wrong with me? You don't like me? You don't like how I look? My. Don't work like that. So, and then we everything that we were hearing, even, was it last night he was in the chat? Oh, yeah, maybe. That it was going back to him loving him. He loves me, and he's sad that we're broken up pretty much. And then on the flip, he wants my money. Now, Vincent did say, if it was about money, which it does make sense. If it was about money, and it does make sense when Vincent was said, then he would have sent him a clip of that video he dropped back in February and said, Annie up, or I'm going to drop this video. And I'm sure Vincent would have got a hefty check. And he even explained the 90,000 views on his on that video that it received. It only came up to about $1,300. So it wasn't I can believe that this was not done for money, because I know how these videos and how this stuff goes. If he really wanted to secure the bag, all he really had to do was show him, throw him a little bit of that video and say, show me the money. But Knockout Media says it's all about. So Knockout, you say that it's really all about Vincent wanting money or not getting any more money. Is that your stance? Yeah, Jeff, Larry just needs to tell you. And I think if he really came out and just stopped windmilling and stopped debunking everything pretty much that Vincent is saying, everybody ain't lying on you. Yes, and then Vincent then said he paid him the money that he actually owed him for doing the work and the contract that they previously had. So he received that money. But Amanda, some of them are saying, well, the money ran out. So this is the next money grab. I don't know. You putting the horse before the cart there. I don't know, Knockout. I don't know. Jessica, Thank you. I don't remember everything. I didn't even take notes. So y'all can throw some stuff out in the chat and I can talk about it. Because I watched it all, but I didn't take notes. Take a swig. Oh, I need some wine tonight, y'all, and I ain't got none. He said, Vincent said, this is very interesting. Vincent said that he doctored financial records so they can purchase the cameras, the expensive cameras for their production, whether it be for the show, whether it be for the reality show or the YouTube show. And do you recall? I don't know if anyone heard this. I heard it somewhere. It must have been on the other platform last night or the night before. He said they were in Los Angeles this weekend getting the expensive cameras that they left there in the studio. Because, you know, he shut down the studio he had or what have you in Los Angeles because the TV show that he was on didn't come to fruition. So, and when Vincent said about those cameras, I said, "Oh, so you doctored?" Vincent is stating that he doctored the financial records in order for them to acquire the cameras, equipment. Leah J says, St. James, I like you most intelligent on all of this concerning the situation. You know, no, it's not being messy. It's about saying what Vincent said, saying what Larry has said, or asking the question, you know, is everybody lying? You know? Mokiman says, was Larry beating Vincent? Who did Larry control what he did? Sounds like a person scared that they're going to lose their mate if they disobey. He did say that one time that they had been up all day and they were flying and he wasn't allowed to go to sleep if Larry was still awake. Vincent said he was not allowed to go to sleep if Larry was awake. So they had been up all day and traveling, and he started to nod off. And he said Larry picked up a box or something. I think he said a UPS box or something, and threw it at him and told him to wake up. And then he said he just had to kind of go to himself and kind of regroup. So, I mean, Vincent is putting out there that there was some physical abuse. He did put that. Yeah, you warm that pasta on up, Nola girl. Warm it up and get it ready, all right? What am I missing up here? Ann says, I wish the cigar blogger would have stayed out of this is racking habit. And let me tell you, I said that in the beginning, it is not somebody else's plight is not worth you getting so involved where it's affecting your mental, it's affecting your physical, and it's affecting your financial and affecting your freedom. Those 4 areas: mental, physical, financial, and freedom. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be Bubba's girlfriend. I'm too light-skinned, too thick. They going to throw some drawers on me and hike up a shirt and make me, all that is in my head, whether it's in movies or not. I'm not. I wish, because he went live from the hospital the other day. And some people say that he's trying to avert court. I don't know if there's any truth to that. But if you just stay out of it, keep it surface like St. James and some of the other ones do. Let's keep it surface and just have a conversation about it. What's up, Kwame? Let's keep it surface. Because he's going through, y'all. And see, the thing about it, what he wants to do, y'all, is bring up a lot of Larry's stuff. He wants to bring in Levantre, the accusations of Levantre. He wants to bring in maybe some money stuff or whatever, but it has nothing to do with why Larry and Daryl are in the hospital. I mean, in the courts. It has to do with him not following mediation agreements, about not talking about each other, pulling down all videos. You can't say, well, now I'm going to show the judge all this other stuff, and that's driving him crazy. Oh, no, that can't be godly if he's doctoring financial records. Absolutely not. So I don't know. No, yeah, I mean, come on, over YouTube? You want to go to court over YouTube? Listen, my life just don't work like that. I'm sorry. It just don't work like that. I refuse. I won't even argue with some folks who want to argue with me. I'm not going to do that. For what? You move on, I'll move on. You don't like me, and let's just, we'll be okay. Everything will be all right. He said, yep, I was married to a narc. He used, let me tell you. They all contradict themselves. Yeah. I did, didn't I? Didn't you just see? I played it. I did play it. Yeah. Where'd it go? Knock out media. You know this beefing guy.
So I can understand his, and I see now that he wants to be an influencer. I think he'll get subscribers and views this week, But going forward, I can see why Larry went off on his own and didn't quite include. Now, if I was Larry, I wouldn't be running around talking about he wanted to be me. He wanted to be like me. He wanted me. Well, he got you, but that's neither here nor there. Depends on the interpretation of got. Okay, but I can see that Buddha wants to, but I'm not sure if he will get what he wants in regards to these YouTube streams. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a part of the networks of the prophetic. Y'all don't pay me for my prophecies.
October the 16th, 2022.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. You said Atlanta is the land of the scam. It really is, because even though there's a lot of, African Americans and good affluent African Americans, and it's like the Black Hollywood as well. But what happens in the regular Hollywood? People live beyond their means. People are not really who they say they are. People are, pretending to be certain, to have a certain status. So that does happen in Atlanta. And I think that, it has definitely made its way in the church world. Definitely. P. Hall say everybody ain't lying. Everybody ain't lying. Yeah. And it is everywhere. Yeah, it is everywhere. But I know that, Atlanta, it's just something about Atlanta. Something about, because that's not the first time I heard that, But let's see. Yvonne says, how many of us all dated a narcissist or psychopath as an adult? I was doing things out of character while under the influence. Listen, we've been there. And it may not have been to the level of your neighbor, but it was still, being controlled and manipulated. There is a portion of relationships where that happens, whether it be in what we call a healthy relationship. There is still a level of manipulation, if you want to be honest. Now, some of the things that Vincent was saying that he had to endure, I mean, that goes beyond, manipulation, especially when the sexual stuff starts coming in. And he said that Vincent shared his first sexual experience. Oh, Jesus. Let me just hold your seat, y'all. His first sexual, he states that the first sexual experience that he had with Larry was on the floor, I believe, and he was on the couch. Larry woke up, he was erect, and the games began. They broke out the pink luster hair stuff, And Vincent goes on to say, we all grown here, right? We grown. All right. Vincent goes on to say that there wasn't any douche bottles involved. So I don't know if people are in the scat or not. And for our older people, scat means boo-boo. Just want to educate you tonight. Yes, pink oil moisturizer lotion. That what was used for the first encounter. And baby, you don't forget nothing like that, do you? Then they advanced to cocoa butter. But he went back to say that he never cleaned out. And if y'all don't understand what that means, even ladies, you know, if you're taking it anally, you have to do certain things that you wouldn't have to do to the regular parts, all right? So that was never a request, he says, of Larry. It was a poop shooter, one-hitter quitter, all right? And he said he never trusted and never doubt, never used a douche. Sean, Earl Carter would say, nasty. Nasty. That's what Earl would say. You're not gonna buy no pink lotion, moisturizing lotion. Come on now, don't let that deter you. Your hair needs some moisture. Nasty, my God. I'm you be back. I'm just telling the story as it was reported to me. As it was reported to me. Listen, Prince James, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Let me Chandra, that is a good question. They don't like peen. They stopped peen, I guess. YouTube did. She said, was Larry back to Lisa with that nasty peen? I don't know. Leave it to Larry. They were off and on, and he didn't start messing with Buddha till they was off. So I don't know. I don't listen. This is just what they're reporting, y'all. I have so this is how, you know, graphic and it got. Mm-hmm. I mean, the people are having that's what Uncle Tim is having a hard time with. Uncle Tim is having Timothy Blaine is having a hard time about a grown man letting another grown man control them. But y'all need to really understand this church aspect of things. This church thing can be really spooky, y'all. I know you're saying that everybody is grown and nobody has control over you. You can do what you want to do. He was 23 years old. I don't know about you, but at 23, you're still impressionable, especially when it comes down to spiritual things. And it sounds to me he was already kind of deep in it, kind of overzealous, because they said he was a so-called pastor before he even got into the Larry camp. So at 23, he was already a pastor. So that means he had been already engulfed in this. And you got to remember, you know, his mom, you know, was the, you know, spoil the child, spare the rod, spoil the child type of thing. So, you know, they were really deep Church of God in Christ. So I understand when you say you don't understand that a grown person letting another grown person, but when there's the heart's involved, when there's sex involved, when they're telling you that, you know, you need to have sex with me so I won't go out in the streets and have sex with nobody, you need to cover your prophet, cover your apostle. And so all this spiritual stuff is running around in your head. You want to please the prophet, please the apostle, because if you're pleasing the apostle, you're pleasing the Lord. So that's what we're talking about. It's not a one-hitter quitter. You know, you said he loved victim shaming. I think Timothy Blaine is from old school, and he'll tell you, he said, I'm an old school gay. And he grew up back, they don't, you know, old school gays, he's at 65, I believe. They don't believe in now that non-binary. I'm call me they, them, and them, and all that. They don't really believe in all that, so they can't really get a lot of the thinking of how it kind of goes now. Back in the day, it was either, they were scrutinized for being gay. There wasn't a lot of opportunities and a lot of um, things that were available, even acceptance of gay back then. So I can understand Timothy Blaine's way of thinking. Not saying that is right. Now, Kojic is a very controlling culture, and a lot of church culture is controlling. So when you take that and you mix it with sex, and you mix it with wanting to please the Lord, and you got to please the Lord by pleasing me, that can be, yeah. Diddy and Cassie. Gideon, even though I don't think there was a spiritual aspect to it, but there may have been a money aspect to it. There may have been I'm going to make you a star. If you want to be a star, you do what I want you to do. And, she took the abuse of him. And let me tell you, I mean, it's not a whole, there's a difference here between what we're talking about with Larry and Vincent. There's a difference, but there's some similarities that we have to consider with the Diddy and the Cassie thing, and my thing was, I thought Vincent was setting all this up for a civil lawsuit. That's what I thought. But I guess not. That's not what it is. He's doing it for freedom, to cleanse. So, but there's not a lot of, but that church thing can be very interesting. Okay. Y'all leave Timothy alone. It's always good to get other people's perspectives, Jesse. I mean, not that you have to, believe them or anything, but yeah. Yeah. So, River says, Saint, do you believe that Vincent stayed there for years waiting and hoping to become Larry's first gentleman? I don't know. I know he mentioned there was a lot of jealousy when he did come from Shamarko and Kendall. And I can imagine the shade that went on in that house, when allegedly, when you're, kind of having relations with everybody. And Vincent said at there was a point where they all had that history. That's what Vincent says. Then I can imagine that the shade was they used to get in fights. He said that he used to have to break fights up between, Shamarko and Kendall or some other people. So that was a whole lot going on in that house. As him trying to be the first gentleman, I don't know. I don't know, because Larry wasn't gay. Y'all got to remember now, Larry professed not to be gay. So if you're not gay, you're not looking for a first gentleman. You go over there to Vision Church in Atlanta. There you'll find a first gentleman. Them folks over there say they're gay. And they ain't trying to hide nothing and lie. Okay? But he didn't cleanse the booty. No. Not at all. Yeah, so what else what was said? There was so much said, y'all. It was wild. It was wild. Let's just listen to just a little bit more points. And then, I'm not going to play it. I want y'all to go over there. If you want to see it, you need to go over there and check it out.
The wondering here, still there. I'm on the phone with Claude Hamilton before then, and I said, Claude, either Larry's wrong or he's right, and I'm going to find out. Make a long story short, I start going live every day. Every day I went live until I monetized. It started October the 16th, 2022, my first
No harm, no foul, peace, respectfully. So clearly they're saying, chill out. Your face wasn't in it. Be nice and play nice. And I agree. I don't even know you. I'm not even sure I want to know you.
He's speaking of the content creator who I guess they were questioning why they were not in any of the videos. You'll have to go check that out to see who he was talking about. Said if he had cleaned it out, he might have been number one. Yeah, but obviously that didn't like that. They like the little kitty. Yeah, so I mean, there's really not a whole bunch to say about it, y'all. I mean, it is what it is. Again, you either gonna believe whose report will you believe? Matter of fact, I have a question. I really do have a question. I sound like that mess that Jives be playing. I have a question. It's like, boy, stop playing that. Let me bring up my live really quick. I want to do a poll. Everybody. And I want you to answer the poll. Let me like my own video. Did y'all click like? See, y'all over here. Y'all, we are celebrating. It's a celebrate. It's a celebrate today, y'all. At least hit like. If you ain't gonna give, there's the PayPal. If you ain't gonna give the $15, the 15 requested donation. Some of y'all did a little better today, and God's gonna triple your blessing. Room ain't gonna be enough to receive it. I believe it. Make sure you guys are hitting like though, okay, and share. Let me do a poll. I want to do a poll really quick. Start a poll. Here we go. Do you believe that Benson did the series only for cleansing his conscience? All right, there is the poll. Do you believe that Vincent did the series only for the cleansing of his conscience? There's the poll. What's up, Inspire? And I don't know why I can never see the polls. I almost said something else. That wasn't gonna sound right. Oh, maybe I need to do this live. Can I see it then? Oh, now I see it. Okay, that's the problem. Y'all voting. I need everybody to vote. Now I'm gonna do another poll. I need everybody to vote. Let's see. What low life? Who you talking about? Who the low life? You calling me a low life, Shanae? No, I'm just playing. Who the low life? Let's see here. Okay. All right. I see you. All right. I see you. I see who you talking about, Shanae. I know who you talking about. I know. I'm still questioning who porn bombed me earlier today. Who y'all think porn bombed St. James is live today? And then what they did, y'all, they put the thumbnail up. You know how people come up and they have their pictures up or what have you. They changed it to our beloved JP screenshot from our live the other day. And then when I brought them on the live, I was trying to move so quick, y'all. I know there was some man being rustled, but I think that's what it was. I was trying to move so quick, y'all, to get that off the live. But they had already got me. That's why I had to delete the live earlier. I wonder who porn bombed St. James. Who is trying to get St. James's channel taken off of YouTube? Who in the world would that? Now that's that Lady Wisdom. See, Lady Wisdom is always bringing something to my channel. She started talking about somebody, and all of a sudden, here comes the infiltrator. Here they come. All right, so let me see what the poll says. So the question is, do you believe that Vincent, in only 37 votes, come on, y'all, could y'all just vote for me? Nobody knows who you are voting and don't even know. There's 125 people up in here and I only 37 votes. I just want you to vote. Or should I put it, or did you need a third one? Did you need yeah, he's doing it for cleansing, but there's a money aspect to it that he wants as well. Is that what we're doing? You better stop, Jesse. Is that what it is? It's yeah, it is anonymous. The voting is anonymous, y'all. It doesn't tell me what y'all did, or who voted, or how you voted. It is totally anonymous, just like liking. I can't tell who liked the video. It just tells me the number. So all I want y'all to do is like it. Okay, we got 40 people that did. But as of now, do you believe that Vincent did the series only for cleansing his conscience? And every 56%, 55% says no thus far. I'm going to keep it up for a little bit more. Keep it up for a little bit more because I want a few more of you to vote. All right. Peaceful Storm says, in the first explosive video, Vincent Terrill here said he wanted to set the record straight because so many allegations, he knew it had to be him to expose the atmosphere of MBN Network. There was a lot of accusations, and yes, there was a lot of accusations. Can I share something with you guys? And that came out, what, February or so? That was February, I believe, that came out. And I'm going to share something with the St. James Show that I haven't shared to anyone. I think I told maybe one other person, but I haven't shared really to anyone else. Where's the other one? On September 30th, 2023, let me see something. Oh, man. Where's the other one at? Everything about you is right. All my wrongs. Your life saved my life. See, we still like her over here, don't we? We still like thank you, Sean. We still like who else? Some of you gave earlier: Sean, Valerie, Bobby, Emma, JP, Jesse, Troy, Samantha, RJ. That gave earlier. Thank you so much, everybody. Hold on. Y'all see that name up there? Just stick with me, y'all. Stick with me for a minute. Stick with me. Because I uploaded something else. People hit me on Instagram. I'm live. Maybe I need to tell them I'm live on Instagram. Y'all hit that like. Y'all don't go nowhere. I'm finna, I gotta upload that too. I'll upload this afterwards. Okay, here where we at? Here we go. Got it. I'll upload this afterwards. I thought I put that on. Silent. Okay. Come on. Almost there, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Let me put it over here. Then I'm going to. Oh, we have to do so much, y'all. I'm trying to get y'all some information. Yes, you do. You love her. You love her. You love Tasha Cobbs. Tasha Cobbers. You love her. She breaks your chains, Amanda. She breaks every chain. Oh, break your chains. Break your chains. For your glory, I will do anything just to please you, to behold you as my king. Okay, it said received. Oh, this thing is going to drive me crazy. Okay, I think I got it now, y'all. Lord, if I find favor in your sight. This is for you, Amanda. Lord, please hear my heart's cry. I'm desperately waiting to be where you are. I'll cross the hottest desert, travel near or far. Oh, where is it at? For your glory, Tasha will do anything. Okay. All right. This is pissing me off now. This is pissing me off. Let me try it one more time. Try it one more time. All right. I got it now. We got it now, baby. We got it. I'm going to tell you, when I tell you that St. James, I be saying, you know, what I say, I mean it. Why is this lady sending me messages? I'm on live. Let me tell her, come to the live. Come to the live on YouTube. Girl, you send me a million messages. I'm almost done. Oh, here we go. Got it. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, but I think I can upload it right here. I think I could do this. Do it as a file. Y'all don't go nowhere. Just hold on. Hold on to your wigs. Hold on to your wigs. I just want to make a point real quick. Come on. It's on desktop. Is it gonna let me do this? Oh my God. Okay. It's getting on my nerves. All right. Let's I gotta do something else. What y'all talk amongst yourselves? What's going on in the chat? Let me get out of here. Come on. I almost got it, y'all. I'm just going. I gotta save it. It saves in some weird document, so it's so weird to me. StreamYard is so particular sometimes. So let me hide that. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment and share right now. All right. I think I got it. Shanae, hold on, Shanae. Don't you go nowhere. Inspire, put that yak down. You got a little yak you on this Saturday night. You probably got a little yak you know right now. That cognac. That cognac. Okay, I got it, y'all. So I want you guys to just see how St. James operates. Okay. I just want y'all to see how I operate. Why is I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Amanda. See. I just don't like names like that. That particular one, Nicola. Let's get that out of here. All right. So let me show you guys this. So on September 30th, 2023, Lester Potier hit St. James up on Instagram. And we know that Lester Potier is the alleged sugar baby, or, you know, I don't know what they call him over there. He was the one allegedly being funded by Larry Reed. He went on to Tasha K and told his story. Now, that was just what, in March or end of February, because that expose came out maybe February. So I'm not sure if he went before or after. I would have to check that out. But in September, now, mind you, the TD Jake stuff came out around December-ish or so. But in September, Lester Peltier sent me a message on Instagram. And I had reposted the video of William McRae and Lamar Whitehead. And he responded to that. So he says, want to tell you something. I said, So I want y'all to know, September 30th, I knew about Lester Peltier. I knew the accusations he was saying. I knew he was saying that he was being funded by Larry and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. He told me this. But as I said in the past, I'm not one of those bloggers or vloggers that is going to out people and do all that stuff. I didn't do anything about it. It wasn't anything that was damaging to a child or you know, would be life-threatening to anyone. It wasn't like a Cassie and Diddy situation. He didn't say that there was any physical abuse or anything like that. So I didn't feel it was in my best interest to mention anything about it. Now, he went on and found some takers. He went on to King Payne and maybe some other people. I'm not sure. I know King Payne but had talked about it. And then ultimately, he went over to Tasha K. So this is what I'm saying. And it was said that, you know, St. James can't be trusted. That's what the inference was yesterday. And that is fine. And I still stand on what I said earlier today. Don't trust St. James, trust Jesus. Put all your hope, build your hopes on things eternal. And I'm not eternal for you. So you don't have to trust me. But I will tell you this. I wasn't going to put out what he told me. I wasn't going to do it. It wasn't my place to do it. Trust Jesus. Don't trust St. James. Before we get on to the next thing we're going to talk about real quick, like, let's ease this up. Today is Bishop Walter Hawkins' 75th heavenly birthday. He would have been 75 years old. We did it earlier, but that video is gone. I need those Walter Hawkins, those Love Alive songs, those Hawkins family songs. even if you know some of his solo album song, put those in the chat. I want you to tell us what songs by Walter Hawkins have impacted you, the most. All right. I don't know. Is that it, Shanae? I don't know what's going on around these places. Happy birthday, Bishop. Come on, I want to see some of these. I'm going away. Come on, I need to see some more. Give me some more. Yeah. I'm going away. Just a prayer away. Yes. Yes, sir. Be grateful. Yes, be grateful. You know what? It's Jessica in the building. Does it Inspire? Do you remember Jessica's? Shoot, I wanted you to give it to. Maybe I'll get it offline because I don't remember Jessica's Cash App. Today was her 67th birthday. One of our beloved subscribers here. She turned 67 today, and we had a chance to bless her on the day. But I took off the live and didn't write down the actual her Cash App. There's a war going on, and if you're gonna win, when I think about, even though that's not Walter didn't write that one, but that's a good Hawkins song. Be great that he'll walk right in front of you to always protect you. So the devil, do you know how? Sang Tremaine. What a marvelous thing you've done. Some folks see my faults. Woo! Yes, sir. Listen, one point, don't stop, no show. Don't stop, no show. Don't stop, no show. Yes, so happy birthday, Bishop Walter Hawkins. I can't get this thing off here. I can't get it off. Get off. Okay. Let's look at something real quick. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute, y'all. Somebody wants to come up. Give me a minute. Now we are the Carnal Church sector, and we have to go over there to our southern jurisdiction over there, where we have our overseer that hangs out over there, and he's definitely the Carnal Church sector. Do we know where we're going? Y'all? Okay.
On a Saturday afternoon, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life.
Testify.
And to all of you hypocritical, phony, Pentecostal, ecclesiastic church members that roll on the floor,
my God,
speaking in tongues, and you think you have no sin.
My God.
I'm going to give you the opportunity right this moment. If you have a problem with the cussing pastor, and the cussing pastor
How dare StreamYard throw me out? They threw me out, y'all. I'm back. It's probably the cussing pat. See, you know, they be trying me over here. Y'all, they working for the ops, y'all.
Of this live right.
Okay. We're gonna start again. What the Lord.
First of all, on a Saturday afternoon, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. And to all of you hypocritical, phony, Pentecostal,
Still
ecclesiastic
ain't changed that battery yet.
church members that roll on the floor, speaking in tongues, and you think you have no sin. I'm going to give you the opportunity right this moment. If you have a problem with the cussing pastor and the cussing pastor cussing, you can get off of this live right now. Okay, you gone. Tasha K, why the fuck do you keep fucking with me?
My
I
God.
ain't said nothing about you. I ain't posted nothing else about you. I have not mentioned you on my show. Are you trying to show the world how irrelevant you are? Or does your pussy first of all, on a Saturday
vulgar.
afternoon?
So vulgar. Him and Tasha K. I don't know when this is going to stop, but him and Tasha K. She put this picture. Oh no, not a picture up of him. She put another picture up of him. What did he say?
This is part two. I see that the other video called before I could really talk about your motherfucking ass. You long throat, evil non-dick sucking
Oh no,
motherfucker.
okay, all right. I didn't know it was
Tasha K.
that bad.
I
y'all.
asked you.
I didn't know it was that bad. I'm sorry. We're not doing that. Not today. Not today. It is the Sabbath for my Seventh-day Adventist folk. It is the Sabbath. We're not doing that. Let me tell you what she got some stuff up in her deal. And look what she did, y'all. Look what Tasha K did. Tasha is gonna make that man go to Florida. So he really upset. He said long throat. But ain't that a good thing? Right. He didn't say that to his wife. His wife cussed him out, as William would say, from amazing grace to a floating opportunity. That's what he did. That's what she did. Come on, Jackie, you like that. Come on. Come on and do it. Do it to me. Do me, baby. Like you never done before. Oh, give it to me till I just can't take no more. Do me, baby. He's giving us Do Me, Baby. Woo! My God, on today. I wanted to hear the rest of it. Do y'all want to hear the rest of it? Now, y'all go to his channel to hear the rest of it. It's way too much going on around here with him and that. Who want to come up? Jess, you got to come back up. You was up earlier, unless you still on your bed of affliction. I told you earlier to take up your bed and walk. That's what I said. He said rolling on the floor. Yeah, y'all rolling on the floor. They're going to be rolling on the floor tomorrow for Pentecost Sunday. Was that Prince? Oh, yeah. That is Prince. Dibby, baby. Yeah. She got his teeth for real. They say it's pretty explosive over there on her paid Tasha K online. It's a mess. What's up, Deanna? So what else is going on in these streets? That cat, yeah, that did y'all see the video of Cassie and Diddy? It is I was showing it to my mom. She was like, oh no, I can't take, because my mom, she had some past with some domestic violence, and listen. Anybody that has any history with that is really hard to watch. Really, really hard to watch. That video is unbelievable. and it just puts everything to perspective in regards to Diddy. And we were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, it's extremely tricky. We try to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I don't think we can. Yeah, it's just too horrible. I don't even want to show it on my page, So, let me do it right. Jesse, is that you? Jesse. Oh,
Can you hear me? Oh Lord, now it's
is that you?
time.
Is that you?
Vincent done shook the table.
Wait a minute. You okay? All right. I'll take it off now. We got to be, because you may have been sitting with your legs gapped open trying to porn bomb me. You done got paid by the ops. I don't know.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. What? Vince out here shaking the table.
No, he shook, rattled, and rolled that table.
Oh my God, y'all.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is I'm not watching that, but
Right.
like I'm gonna send you over there to watch it, and then you come back and report to us.
Well, I think the 2 and 3 was going to be what it was going to be. I think that was the bulk of what. Now he's going to do 4 tomorrow, but I think 4 might be a little fluffier, and not sure if he's going to speak to any of what he spoke to in 2 and 3.
So every video is 2 hours long.
No, not at all. The video today is about an hour, but the one yesterday was about 45 minutes or so. I'm not sure, but no, they're not like 2 hours. Yeah, you back inspired. Yeah, they're not 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all got me paranoid. They're just paranoid, boy. Yeah. So, Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
we bind the spirit of perversion out there.
yeah.
'Cause, certain people was online talking about what they'll do to people half their age, but
What they gonna beat them up, huh?
beat them up in multiple ways.
Oh,
But
you scared?
I know I am.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's just, but from that to happen today on the channel, it's like, I'm not going to say it's my, known ops, but
I mean, and really you can't, because you don't have substantiated proof. Right. Yeah.
I do.
Because people troll all day. So
all day long. And they just may seen a channel that was on, and but something that made me very suspicious, I'll keep to myself, but people do troll the internet all day long.
And sometimes when you got the Holy Ghost, it'll tell you to go to certain platforms and see what they talking about, and things start adding up. But we'll let it slide this time. Whatever. We're blessed in the city. We got 15K.
15, hey baby.
Period.
Yes, we do. I would say, that was so rough to get, but I think God really favored me and kind of made it go. Inspire, check it out. Inspire, check it out. Instagram.
Well, I mean, it ain't been too rough, because you've been on. Well, I've been watching you, I want to say, for maybe 6 or 9 months, somewhere in that range. And back then you was at like 5. You was under 5. And so in less than a year, you got 10,000. Like, that's amazing. A lot of people wish they could get that.
Because I think my 2-year on Instagram hits, on YouTube, I believe it hits, I got to check it out, but I think it's like maybe October. It'll be maybe 2 years.
Oh, yeah, you doing amazing. Because some people ain't even monetized or can't go live.
Yeah.
And they've been on it for 2 years, talking about a bunch of nothing.
Yeah, see, I feel good. I mean, I'm up to that level, because somebody did porn bomb the YSL case in court. Remember that?
Really?
Yeah, they sure did. They porn bombed it in court. So, I mean, I'm of the elite.
Right.
I'm
You're
of the
official.
important. Yeah, I'm of the important. Yeah. So they did do that.
Wow.
So I don't know. Oh, so what's going on in Detroit tonight? You're not going out? Oh yeah, you're on your bed of affliction.
I'm on my bed of affliction. I ain't got time to be tiptoeing. I know. Well, Meg the Stallion, she coming here. My brother going to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Mike Epps is having a big show at the Fox tonight. So
Who is?
Mike Epps and a whole bunch of
Mike Epps.
comedians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My cousin had invited me, but I was like, girl, I'm sick. I ain't going nowhere. So yeah.
They said barely go live. You know, I just be going live when I can go live.
You know, and it's an art to that because, you know, I noticed that when you oversaturate things and you go a lot, like, you know, like Fuck You Not Eva. I love Fuck You Not Eva. I've been watching Fuck You Not Eva off and on since like high school, since 2012. So
yeah, she's one of the mainstays around here.
Yeah, but like, you know, even with him just going live every single day, sometimes I'll be like, I ain't got time to be just sitting up there watching that. So, you know,
you got to remember with Funky though, he's not getting that check anymore from Fox Soul.
Well, according to him, he said he making more on his own than he did at Fox Soul.
And he probably is, but he probably has to keep that going, that, you know, that momentum going.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So
but, I mean, he's good. He's good. I've always watched him, even when he first was wearing the wigs.
Yeah, that's when he was really funny.
Yeah.
But they you know, some people don't realize when you oversaturate the market, you know, you can really put a damper to what you're trying to do, and you wonder why you ain't got no growth, and then you got to go back, you know, throwing shade at people that are experiencing growth. But you know, don't the Bible say, "Yo, gift will make room"?
Okay. Yeah, but people use that out of context. But it does it kind of speaks to it, but it's kind of used out of context when people say that. I broke that down one time. A preacher was talking about it. It's kind of like that "touch not my anointed," you know. People love to use that one.
Well, yeah.
Is he still out? Oh yeah, he was live earlier. Whitehead, he was live earlier. So.
Oh God, not him again.
Yeah, but I think we're going to see this week if he's actually going to be remanded, if his bail is going to be revoked. So he may have to go to the clinker a little bit early before his sentencing. Yeah.
And
Brittany said, go ahead. Brittany said some creators be making 4,092 videos a day. Each video be 47 hours long. Right? I mean, they do it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and they just let it go. And I'm like, and that when you go to like that beef sector, they really let that. Some of them just sit on it overnight and like add up their watch hours and stuff. That's really weird to me.
It's giving coke and unemployed.
Yeah. You know, right. Because, you know, some of them be drunk. A lot of them be drunk online because, you know, they're trying to just stay up. Only 76 likes, y'all. So 51% believe that Vincent, I'm in the poll, that Vincent did the series only for cleansing of his conscience. So 51% won that. They say yes.
It's 50-50 down the line.
Yeah. I think by now, though, I mean, it's an aspect of money, though, by now.
Well, you know, I voted no because I see right through the bull crap. But, you know, you know, some people, you know, they hear, and this is what I was saying when we first talked about it, you know, he know what he doing. People hear the word abuse and they just automatically, oh, Lord, not him. He done got abused, you know, without, you know, even looking at what's going on. You know, I feel like he's, you know, manipulating the public too. So neither one of them are on the clear with me, but that's just me.
Yeah. He said, I know the chairs stink. They so sitting down in the chairs all day. Doing them lives.
Oh, I know. I don't want to come within 100 miles of somebody's chair.
I thought River wanted to come on tonight. Where you at, River?
Right,
River
Mandela.
You be? Where he's at? We, you know, I don't know what Lady Wisdom out. You know, she brings me some hoochie coochie. You know, they be when she get on here, all of a sudden the craziness happens. But
listen, but you know that's how them demons do when they
Oh,
see
yeah.
light,
Mhm.
Jesus.
Right. But there was something else I was going to show. I can't remember what it is now, though. I don't remember. Lord, they're having the baptism. I know since we deleted the live. Let me show this now. They're having the baptism tomorrow over there, over here in California. So if you want to be dipped with a whole bunch of people on Pentecost Sunday, you can be dipped. I'm heading your way, Jesse, next month.
I'm so mad I didn't get a VIP ticket. I went to go look last night.
Ticket and I can see what I can do.
Okay, I'll get my ticket when we get off.
Just get a ticket and I'll see what I can do. Just get a regular ticket.
Okay.
Yeah. And then over there, this Memorial Day weekend, Jason McGee is going to be over there at Nissan's church. They're having a Sounds Like Church, the artist edition. So they should be over there popping. LA should be rocking for Memorial Day weekend. You have plans for Memorial Day weekend?
I might go back home to my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
We got
so you're not originally from Detroit. You don't have to tell us where you're from, but you're not from Detroit. You just live there.
Yeah, I'm from like 100 miles north. It's called Saginaw.
Oh,
Michigan.
Saginaw, yeah, Saginaw. Who lives in Saginaw? One of our seminar women living. She's a pastor.
Is it Damona Reed? I know who you're talking about because Damona was her sister.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about? They got a big family. They light skin.
Yeah.
What is because I was talking about them one day. Audrey Parker. Yeah.
Parker, yes.
Yeah, because
is she like a hairdresser as well?
Yeah, she's a hairdresser.
Yeah.
And she actually used to do my mama hair back in the day.
Really?
But she what was I gonna say? Damona, her sister, was my high school choir teacher in the 9th grade. So
okay.
Yeah, and Edwin came to my hometown back in the late 80s.
Because I'm sure Audrey Parker brought him.
Actually, it wasn't Audrey. I think Audrey met him there. I want to say
met him because maybe after that, because she was in the seminar before me. She's been going for years.
Yeah, because they used to talk about it all the time. Because then it used to be out of Minneapolis, if I'm not mistaken.
Who used to be out of Indianapolis?
The seminar every year.
Yeah, I mean, I think they went there one year. It went around. Each year was a different city.
But yeah, so no, but I think it was Hurlette Coleman. She was I think it was Hurlette Coleman that had brought Walter. I mean not Walter, but Edwin there. Yeah, back in the day. So and we had the videotape. I don't know what happened to that. The videotape of that concert. It was beautiful. Beautiful concert. Sung all the good songs, Oh Happy Day. And they ended with God Will Take Care of You.
Oh yeah, that's a good ending of a concert song, especially if it's involved. Yeah.
And the Wanda Dunlap had led it.
Oh, she came in and destroyed it.
Yeah, she had led it.
Sinead said, "How were the men in Detroit?"
Girl, run. If you want to meet a narcissist, lying, manipulative bastard with 45 cents in a mobile card,
Lord have mercy.
Come to
Detroit.
But
they sure can dress.
Can they? No, I'm just playing. No, they can't.
I'm just, Detroit has their own look now.
Yeah.
They think they can dress, but it's kind of, over the top,
Yeah, and everybody around here label whores, and we love the buffs. Those Cartier glasses.
Oh,
they love the buffs. Yeah, they love them here. I want me a pair, but I ain't got $1,200 to get nobody for no glasses.
How much is 12?
$1,200.
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
And that's just for the basic pair.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What's Amanda talking about? She's using Shaq for attention. Nobody is checking for Shawnee. Being married to Keon, so she had to make this stupid comment about Shaq that gave her attention. Shaq ain't even pressed. Listen, She's trying to hawk a book, okay? She's trying to hawk a book. That's
People
all
in these pamphlets, they'll do anything to get a sale for their pamphlet.
She got a book, and Sarah Jakes got a book now, and Tasha Cobb's hawking her book. Do it anyway. Yeah, okay. All right, Tasha.
And I just thought about something because Sean was like, I think Sean is born and bred from Detroit, but we don't talk about how Detroit is the original Atlanta. Like all the hairstylists from Detroit. Yeah. Detroit used to be the hair capital. I mean, it really still is, because when I go out of town, especially down south, I'd be like, y'all hair look busted compared to up here. So, but yeah, Detroit is definitely the unspoken Black Mecca. It was Atlanta before the internet came along.
I love Detroit. I mean, when I went, I've been there when I was a flight attendant. I used to go, often just to, layover or something like that. But I actually stayed there for a few days, only one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long ago was that?
Ooh, that was the late 90s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a way different experience now. So
actually, no, it was early 2000s, because I had my baby. Yeah, it was the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's a way different experience. So I mean, now this is what I always say. I still love the city of Detroit because there's still a sense of nostalgia. Yes, there has been gentrification, but once you go into the neighborhoods, like if you go down 7 Mile Joy Road, or Livernois, all of those areas are still Black, very Black, and the residents are very territorial.
Okay.
Now downtown though is like so nice, and I had said like a couple lives ago, we had the NFL draft here last month. It was a beautiful experience. We had the biggest turnout of the NFL draft ever. And so, just being able to be down here in the, experiencing the rebuilding of Detroit in live time, it's an amazing experience. I love it.
Well, I am going to be there a few days. So I'm going to come the day before the concert, and then I'll be there the day after. So I want to see some things. I've never gone to the Motown type of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna side chat you about that. So
hold on. Let me tell you, Rejoice. I worked for United at first. Then I worked. I worked for a small airline at first. Then they went bankrupt. Then I went to United, and then United wanted me to move to New York. And at that time, moving to New York, New York is very expensive. I had to live with at least 2 or 3 other flight attendants, and I was not doing that. I don't like living with people like that. So I opted out after a few years of being a flight attendant, and I stayed I went to American, and I worked in my city, the customer service, the front customer service for American. That's where I went. Yeah.
Child, please stop. It's not a ghost town. Like if that's the negative connotation that the media gives. I mean, yeah, like we have lost like over half of the population.
We'll bring the negative connotation. He'll bring it up. He does.
Yeah, but it's it's definitely rebuilding. And then
some of y'all rebuilding. Perfecting Church is not rebuilding, but I digress.
Well, they ain't building nothing over there. Giving out them shovels that they got from Big Lots and trying to anyways. $500. And then spray painted them. But but no, that's a negative connotation, because like if you go to places like Gary, Indiana, go up to Flint. Now you want to see a ghost town, go to Flint or Gary. Detroit still got some bit of life to it. It's not perfect, but especially if you go downtown Detroit, you see, that's where everybody be at.
I think I'm actually staying downtown Detroit, so I'll let you know. But I do want to go to like I want to check out the Motown Museum or whatever the Motown that stuff is. I want to check that out. So we'll talk offline.
Okay,
and figure something out. Grown in Gospel. I think they should have brought it back too, Shanae. That was a good train wreck. I loved it. Did you see that?
I watched like an episode and I was like, when I saw that big old queen up there, I was just like,
which one?
What's the one that was up there eyeballing Diddy? What's his name?
Oh, yeah. He's a whole entire mess.
I was like, the people in the city don't even know you for real. What is you doing?
In that Airbnb house in a tub in a going
to the Coney Island talking about, can I get a latte? Like, girl, get gone, buy wig.
And then told off on himself, went to the man who rents the fur coats. You're wearing a rented fur coat, sir.
Oh, see.
While he was on Twitter showing his peen, trying to get some likes. He was on there. Him. He was not too long ago. I think I put it on my Twitter.
They'll do anything for clout.
Anything for clout. And he just reminded me. I mean, he's always, because it's like he was trying to talk himself up so much, but nobody really knows who you are outside of Detroit. And I hear we
don't know him.
Yeah.
They don't play him on the radio. He like, I got hits in Detroit. I'm like, I've never heard you on the radio. You don't come on 107.5.
Elijah. Like, that's who he is. Elijah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nikki was a favorite. Nikki was that the felon's wife?
Oh.
Dorinda's daughter.
Oh.
He takes care of me. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I was surprised at that. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, them jail calls. It wasn't Nesto. It was jail calls with Nikki.
But Carlos King
was he? Yeah, he was over that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the EP on that.
Yeah. What's up, Eternal Artists? Louisiana in the house. What's going down there in Louisiana? Y'all got that crazy boy out there, Prophet crazy boy, always falling out. He over there in Louisiana. What's his name? Prophet Andre.
That's the one that was with them green pants.
Yes, Lord.
Oh God. Oh, I can smell it over here.
What you smelling?
Yeah. Larry Reed.
That's he's a mess over there. He definitely is a mess. Jordan got his 2 seconds of fame. Jordan. You talking about Jordan Kelly? Was he on there? Yeah, because they went to that dinner, right? Was Jordan there?
I didn't see that episode.
Yeah, it was an episode where Bishop Sheard was there. Now they didn't have no speaking parts. They didn't have none of that. They were just there at the dinner. We don't. Ain't no sense in giving us no script. We not saying nothing. Yeah. So.
Yeah, because they got their first lashing when they did that BET series back in the day.
Right. That BET series wasn't bad though.
I liked it.
I liked it. I really did like the Sheards.
Mm-hmm.
I really did like the Sheard. I think that helped him with this. Well, we know Karen helped him in being a Clark sister, but I think that may have kind of gave him some visibility with even Church of God in Christ people who never really connected with him. Not saying it was a great light, but it wasn't a bad one.
I mean, the road to being the presider was a long and strategic one. It wasn't something that was just happened out the blue. Let's be very clear.
No.
Yeah. Because they knew that he was going to be the presider even back when I had officially joined, but I'll say visiting because it wasn't that long. Back in 2019 and 2020, like they knew he was about to be the bishop. They was they kept pressing for it, but then COVID happened, so
yeah.
But
where is Fred's daughter?
Ain't nobody ever seen her. Again.
Her daddy on tour. Is she with him?
Everybody say bless. Say
Listen,
bless.
if my daddy was Fred Hammond, guess who will be in one of them 3 mics behind him?
Okay.
Making some
And
money.
that's the thing. He done put her on the. I didn't think about that till later. I was like, wait, he put her on some albums. So what is she talking about?
You know, they played that up really crazy, and like he came out and said, you know, they was gonna do that. They was gonna say, you know, and spin it the way they spun it, like nobody's helping her, and she's just so sad and desolate. And oh come ye, we need to sing her that song. Oh come ye, what's that song? Oh come ye, consolate or something like that. But she was so destitute and horrible. That's how they played her. Like she was just so pitiful.
And she left them.
Yeah. Talking about her shoes.
Yeah, because I would have, the way I would have roasted and gagged Elijah, big old.
And you know, Tasha, your man didn't even want to
Child.
sleep with you.
Still shopping at the Ashley Stewart. Girl, you need to be mad why your titties that big that you can't shop nowhere. Leave me alone. See, you know, they need somebody like me on one of those shows.
Yeah. She should have had some good comebacks for her.
Yeah, you need a good friend on the show that's gonna get everybody together.
Yeah, and I guess she was married at the time, right? But they never showed her husband. Fred Hammond's daughter.
See, what they needed to do was, you know, Carlos, he's a okay producer when he's on his stuff, but he, you know, that's the type of show you needed a second season or a longer season so it can kind of develop. But you just first episode is just mess after mess. Like, this too much. There's too much going on.
I would have liked them to put in Lisa Page Brooks.
Oh yeah,
that would have been good. You know, somebody sent me a brother of one of the old Witness members. Sent me the information on why Witness broke up. I didn't know
what happened.
Well, we know that Lisa Page, you know, got with Michael Brooks. And of course, both of them were married at the time when they got together. And I guess Michael Brooks was they accused him of mishandling the funds. And so when that went down, the 2 of the members quit. And so that pretty much dissolved Witness. So it was really because they didn't like the fact that Lisa and Michael left their spouses to be together, and then Michael misappropriating the funds.
Well, that's when Tasha came in the group. So after that, but then after that, it didn't last long. Then they went kaput.
It wasn't gonna last without the actual original 4 Witness.
Because I mean, Lisa can sing, you know, up and down, but she don't got that it factor. I don't think.
But you know what? No, I beg to differ.
You don't think so?
Lisa Page is a performer.
No, I'm saying like she can blow. Like she in the top of Detroit singers all the time. I'm saying like she doesn't have that it factor where it would be like she not on like she kind of like remind me of Crystal Rucker. She a Crystal Rucker.
You think so? Okay, let me think about this really quick because I have my thoughts on Crystal Rucker.
Because they can sing, but they ain't got no hits. They can perform.
You're right.
They ain't got no hits.
But you know what the deal with Crystal Rucker? It's that tone of her voice. Do you need a whole record of that tone?
Oh.
No, seriously. It's like a tone that she has. She can sing. But it's something about when you have a whole, like Yolanda Adams. She has a different inflections in her voice.
Yeah, because she can get jazzy, because that's how she originally started off.
She can go low, she can get high up. She can go to church.
She can go power route. Yeah. So
you see what
that's
I'm saying?
true. Yeah. Because
I
I mean,
never-
and that's the thing about Jennifer Hudson. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, we always talk about people that can't sing, but on the other side of the spectrum, it's like some of y'all be doing too much all the time.
I'm just saying what I'm saying, Amanda. I'm just saying what I'm saying. But if y'all think about what I'm saying, y'all gonna probably agree with me. Like I said, she can sing, but a whole album, mm-mm. And Donald Lawrence is in the studio now working on Yolanda Adams' new album. So that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, because I was like, she had when I was at that concert last week, she did most of the material was from Day by Day, and I was sitting back thinking, I'm like, that was out in 05. I was still in elementary school. So I was like, oh, she ain't had a good, an album in a long time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and if you're gonna have that comeback album,
you better get that kid, and that Donald Lawrence is one of them.
Get that, go straight for the juggler. To skip all this fooling around, these little praise and worship, little cute songs.
You can't go get Jay Drew Shear Jr.
Oh.
You gotta go get Donald.
I ain't said nothing.
Yeah, child, please stop. Yeah, they are like they're great soloists. You know, they're great soloists. But when it comes down to solo albums, I think that's why they don't go anywhere. And if they just listen to, it's just like Lillian Lloyd.
Because baby,
she's a great with the choir. But I'm not sure about a solo album. Now, I think it's coming out pretty soon.
Ain't she having a recording like next month?
She is. I think the first weekend in June in Vegas.
Yeah, because she a Gemini like you.
First or second weekend, yeah. So that's going to be interesting. Daryl Coley, whole project. Daryl Coley didn't need. He was another one of those where we talked about inflections. He can sing whatever. And his album, when he feel my body from doctor tell, oh yeah, that whole album that he did, that live album, that was one of the best gospel albums of all time, I feel.
That's like Monique Walker. She another one. Because she had a gospel album back, like 07.
Again, The Tone. Do you want a whole album of that Meow mix?
Yeah.
No.
And the songs just was not hitting. And I love Monique down,
Well, she probably bugged the hell out of Hezekiah. Please, give me my record. He said, all right, though. He threw her in the studio.
That was after they divorced, so that was kind of like, I don't think they was in communication back then, so it was just kind of like, oh, this gonna be Monique big break. I bought that thing from Walmart. I said, "Ooh."
Feature. Are you talking about Jay Drew Shear? Shanae, tell him to he your baby, but tell him to stop writing. Loose hair, Holy Ghost.
They, Twinkie need to do some classes or something. Because I mean, the music, like the musicality of everything it always hit. But that Send It Down, I was like, these words ain't giving what it needs to have.
No, and you see that we ain't heard much about Send It Down since we sent it down. I don't know. I just don't think, and I think she was trying to throw that out because B. Slade just did Jackie's album. I think Dorinda came out with like a single or something, and so it was time for Karen to come out and do that. But that Send It Down just wasn't, even when she was singing it live at the church, I didn't feel nothing. They probably gonna sing it tomorrow for Pentecost. Sing it tomorrow for Pentecost Sunday.
Well, they need to add some more lyrics or something. Twinkie up there.
Isn't it like lacking lyrically? It's lacking. Just like Shanae said, stop writing because lyrically it's lacking.
Yeah, it wasn't giving. And sure, I like the Jackie little stuff better than.
Yeah. It definitely didn't give you that full gospel sound, but it gave you a good sound.
That album had been I think produced and made. I don't know what happened with that because that original mix of My Season was out back in like 2014, I want to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, why did it take so long? But
I
hey.
think when B Slade came on the show, I think he kind of explained that. I don't remember what he said.
Oh
he
yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he said
Yeah.
something. I know he told me over the phone, but I can't remember if it was over the phone or on the interview that he gave me why it took a while. And I think it had a lot to do with pandemic and things, and then him not being able to connect with Jackie because them on tour and doing other things. So I think that had a lot to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said lacking the Holy Spirit. Yeah, that send it down. We needed to really come down because we were looking for the ghost. And it was a little Casperish.
And I'm like, y'all, y'all keep saying, I mean, no, y'all got this presiding money now. Why y'all can't just go pay Donald? Just go pay, because when they get together, they make magic. So,
yeah, right.
Every time they go off the track, off the record.
But I'm glad Yolanda got Donald because Donald's brain is just different. He doesn't always stay in the vein of a Tri-City Singers or the vein of a company,
No.
Donald Lawrence and Company. He knows how to connect with that particular artist and structure music around them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Michael Brooks is a great writer, Sean. Didn't he write most of commissioned songs, him and Fred? Or did Michael? I think Michael wrote.
No, I think Fred, I saw an interview with I think Fred said
Cruiser, you want to come up? I know you just ended your live.
But yeah, I think he said Fred would write everything, him and one of the other members. But Fred would write everything, and then Brooks would come back and arrange everything. I think that's
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So he's a good arranger because that makes maybe Send It Down needed a different arranger.
Yeah. Well, we needed something.
Did Karen sell that Finally Karen record jacket at Gritty Man? Yeah. Katie. They forever having a yard sale over there, even at the house over there at GEI. Did you go to the yard sale and pick up any items?
No.
Special anointing in them items.
I don't want to look like
Michael Brooks and Park Stewart. I don't know who Park Stewart was. He a writer over there?
I don't want to look like a hotel curtain. I don't.
When is the live album from London for Music and Arts coming out? That is a great question. We should see a single out in a couple of months that I'm hearing. A few, either 2 or 3. It's gonna. I think they said around the summer. So we recorded in London last year, so it should be coming out because he did. He said, "Look out for it." So it should be out very shortly. Mark, let me tell you, it's going to sound hot. It's not new songs. It's Donald songs. It's the Hawkins songs. But the way we flipped them and did them, it's excellent. You're going to love them. And then when we go to Sweden next year, we'll do another recording as well.
Now, whatever happened to that Best for Last Volume 2?
Best to Last Volume?
Best for Last.
Best for Last
Volume. Remember Donald had did like all his old songs?
I don't know.
Live. And it was like focused more on his like more solo material that he wrote versus. But yeah, that was like in 2013 when he released that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It was supposed to be a follow-up volume 2, I think. I don't know.
Catherine said Donald McClurkin must have been tired when he performed this past Sunday because he kept cutting his songs short, or his set was short. He may have had a short set too. They only have a certain amount of time, and I know, like Tasha's set was 7 to 7:30 that she missed. So I'm assuming they all. How long were those sets when you went to the concert in Detroit?
Those sets were so short.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. That's probably why, Catherine, because Al Watch don't play. because they're not about to pay that venue additional money just because y'all wanted to catch the Holy Ghost.
And they was running behind for whatever reason, but Tom got up and did like 3 songs. John P. Key had to rush through his set.
Wow.
Hands did like 15. It felt like 15 minutes. Like our show was only from 8. I want to say like 8:15 is when it actually started to 11, and you know they had to get all of that done. You know, you had people come out. They had to, you know, switch out musicians, and you know the politicians had to get up and say their little lies. So you know, it was just like, you know, it was a very quick show, and I was like, I don't see how people. Because that was like my first show that had like multiple artists on there like that.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I don't see how people get enjoyment out of this. Like, I don't like this at all. Like this ain't like when I go to the. That's why I didn't really go to the reunion tour, because I'm like, well, the only people I really wanted to see was the Clark sisters, anyways, and they gonna just do the same old song.
This reunion tour, though, I would want to see all. I would want to hear all of them.
Yeah, I want to see Marvin. I want to see Fred. I want to see Yolanda. I want to see the Clark sisters.
Yes, and I'll take Kirk ending the show. I will.
You know,
I will.
I never really was a big Kirk fan.
I mean, it's. I think Kirk gets a bad rap because he advanced over regular gospel. He kind of, you know, he took a leap. And it worked for him. And I think people wanted him to stay traditional kind of gospel. They wanted, he's able forever. You know?
I mean,
and someone asked the question. The question had been asked and answered. It was time for him to move on.
Yeah. I don't, you know, I mean, he okay, but you know, when I was a kid.
Little jumping bean, be quiet.
Oh.
Kathy Taylor, child, please put up Kathy. Kathy Taylor is another one. She's great. The first time I met Kathy Taylor, she came, my pastor, he had just become pastor. He knew her from Texas, and he brought her in because his friend was her musician. He's a pastor now. What's his name? Chris in Texas. My Texas people there. He plays the organ. His name is Chris. He was Kathy Taylor's musician. Anyway, she came and whipped together a choir workshop for me. And Kathy Taylor is a fantastic choir master. And she can sing that song. So Kathy Taylor is really a good, well-rounded artist. And she, you know, she's a crowd pleaser. You know, and I don't mean no harm, but you know, us folks, we love a big black lady singing gospel. That gives us, and it's nothing derogatory, but it like takes us back to Mahalia Jackson or something like that era that you have this big, you know, grotesque, you know, really rough sounding good woman, and we just think that is gospel music for something in our
That's
head.
true.
You know, it's just something to it that, and Kathy Taylor gives us that. She really does.
Yeah.
But I love her. She would be a great music teacher. She would be a great music teacher. She is excellent. She does. And if y'all looking for, don't just bring her just to sing "Oh How Precious." Do your choir. She whipped that choir together. She was at that big AME church. Was that AME church? She was in. That man, her pastor went to prison.
Prison.
Yeah, he went on to the clank. He was still he did like a Ponzi scheme or still in some. He went to prison. Yeah. Y'all remember that? Somebody in the chat, throw out that name. What is the name of the church? It's in Houston, I believe. If that Wilson was on here, he would know. Somebody, I can't remember. But yeah, her pastor, it was a big, huge church. But she's another one. You know, she's had her, and I've seen her at GMWA. She's a GMWA. They love her at GMWA because she will get the crowd going. She's churchy. She's definitely a churchman. No, it's not the pot. Windsor Village. Thank you, Amanda.
Oh, he went to jail.
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, I think he's still in jail.
What?
Yeah.
Because
So,
I was I remember that song that they had out back then. It was like, I really want to know you in a very real way. Oh
yeah,
wow.
because
And
they did have a CD, didn't they? Windsor
yeah,
Village. And that wasn't
yeah.
bad. That CD, we did some hits off of there. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, something about, let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Reverend Lions Windsor. Yeah, because I couldn't believe it because I called Kathy and said, Kathy, what's going on over here? What is going on?
No, St. James, you had put out a couple projects, right?
No, I haven't put out any projects.
Oh, I
Mm-mm.
thought you had put out like a single or something.
I did put out a single once. I did, yes.
Okay.
But I didn't promote it or really get it out there. I did put out a single. But you know what my issue has always been? I'm just such a choir guy.
Mm-hmm.
That, I'm not really interested. I was never really interested in, I was pushed to put a single out. And I really wasn't interested in it, but there's another project that I have coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's going to be a collaboration of different singers.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already, copywritten and everything, the names and things like that. But I think that will be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have your old single up or?
No. I even took it down. Listen,
Wow.
you know why? Because I'm the kind of person, if it's not 100% me, then I don't want to just promote it,
Yeah, I
just
get it.
for kicks. And I found it, y'all. Let's look at Windsor Village Pastor. I told y'all. But it wasn't Reverend Lyons, I think, is there now. This guy was that Claiborne guy. Let me share it right now. Share. I think I want to do. I think I'm just gonna let it play. It's doing an ad, y'all. I think I want to just let y'all hear what it says. Come on. Come on. All right. Is it gonna play? Maybe it won't play. All right. Okay. So there he is right there. That's Pastor Kirby John Caldwell, a former Houston mega pastor, has started his prison sentence for a fraud conviction earlier this year. Kirby John Caldwell was sentenced to 6 years in prison after pleading guilty to wire fraud and defrauding investors. The 67-year-old is serving a sentence at the low security federal prison in Beaumont. Caldwell was once the senior pastor of Windsor Village United Methodist Church and once served as spiritual advisor to Presidents Barack Obama and George W. Bush. Caldwell was indicted on the charges 2 years ago. Court papers show the pastor and his investment advisor sold nearly $3.5 million in worthless pre-revolutionary Chinese bonds to elderly and other vulnerable investors.
Oh my
They
God.
$3.5 million in worthless pre-revolutionary Chinese bonds. My God, on today. And this is Kirby John. They're gonna let him talk. Is he gonna say something? I don't think these videos work. Okay.
Yeah, they probably was so long ago. How long ago
Yeah,
did that happen?
I'll go back up.
And countless online sources say the Chinese bonds at the center of this case are worthless, which makes Pastor Caldwell's insistence that they are and will be worth millions seem odd and flies in the face of his decades of financial prowess. Caldwell has a bachelor's degree in economics from Carleton College in Minnesota. He got an MBA
God.
from the University of Pennsylvania Business School and worked as an investment banker before attending divinity school. As a pastor, Caldwell has played a role in building his church, an entire Houston subdivision, a charter school, and numerous Houston charities. His online biography suggests the collection of agencies has a $65 million annual cash flow. On top of that, Caldwell sits on the board of directors of NRG Energy and the Houston-based mutual fund company Bridgeway Funds, which manages $9.5 billion for investors. The point is, Caldwell is a gifted preacher, but he's also a very successful businessman. His lawyer in this criminal case says Caldwell simply didn't do his due diligence as it relates to his alleged co-conspirator, Gregory Allen Smith from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Blame the white man. I don't want to play it all because of copyright. But yeah, that was pretty much what it is. She said, yeah, I think he did do it like a message to his but this was 2021. So this happened in 2019.
Oh wow. That was recent.
Yeah. It was extremely shocking. It was really I couldn't
That didn't
believe
make
it.
a lot of noise though. It didn't make a lot of noise.
Well, I don't think it made a whole lot of noise, but I know some people, I knew about it, and maybe because I know Kathy Taylor. I don't know. But yeah, Caldwell has expressed his deep remorse and has apologized on numerous occasions, according to Floyd LeBlanc, chairman of the Windsor Village Church Family Personal Committee. Excuse me, the Windsor Village lay leadership has acknowledged Caldwell's full restitution and accepted his apology. We look forward to more lives being changed and more destinies being shaped as the Windsor Village Church family continues to fulfill its God-given mission. In Jesus' name, said LeBlanc. The kingdom building continues. Yeah, so that was interesting.
That's just like Golden Shovel nephew.
Which one?
Posy. You remember that old widest boy, or what's their real last name? Excuse me. What's the real name? The Glenn. That old Glenn boy.
In case y'all missed that earlier today, before the live had to be deleted, BB Winans revealed last week that the Winans is not really their real last name. Their father changed the family's name on request of, I think, his great or some man. I couldn't believe it was his uncle or somebody who wanted their name to be carried on, the Winans, and he was going to die. So Pop Winans agreed to change the family's name to Winans.
Cricket.
So he said he marched them down to the courthouse and everybody got their name changed from Glenn to Winans. Yeah.
That was cancer level research. Cancer healing research. When he revealed that.
He had to reveal it. Yes, he had to reveal it.
Thank you, God. BB Winans told us the truth. Thank you, Jesus.
My God. No, it ain't their stage name. They changed their name. When you have a stage name, you still go by, like a lot of artists that I worked with that I brought to the city, you have to get their real names to book their stuff. And the majority of the people name was not what they put out. Maybe their first name, but not their last name. Maybe their last name, but not their first name. So the artists, they really don't work with their regular names. So, but they actually changed their names to Winans. Yeah.
But yeah, you remember that one of them nephews that was in the Phase 2?
Okay, think of Phase 2. Okay, so it was one of the nephews from Phase 2.
Yeah.
What did he do?
You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
He was doing a Ponzi scheme. He had did a Ponzi scheme, and I think it had he had got some of the people that was some of the parishioners from Perfecting in on the deal, and he had got like, I think he's still in jail for sure. I think he had got like 25 years behind that. He went to jail back, I think I want to say like 08, 09, something like that. Yeah.
Well, Kirby John Caldwell will probably be out pretty soon because that was in 21 when they could, when they sentenced him, and they think they said 6 years or so. So he probably only going to do about 3. So he'd probably be out probably this year if he ain't already out. He might be out this year, I'm sure. That was the white collar.
Yeah, I want to say it wasn't Carvin Jr. It was one of them.
So was it so it wasn't one of Carvin's kids? It was one of what, Michael's kids? Or
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It wasn't Marvin Jr. He over there having church in LA. I wonder how that's doing. I hear it's not doing that well.
Oh,
in Los Angeles. I hear. That's what I hear.
This is like that Bama perfecting Toledo. I looked at that, I was like,
so tell me something. Perfecting Toledo. So Marvin preaches there on Sunday mornings also?
Shoot, it looked like he was down there like every other Sunday almost.
Maybe it's every other Sunday. I think he does go there. Yeah.
I mean, it's only an hour drive. I don't know if he go there in the afternoons or what it is, but I mean, between Detroit and Toledo, I'm pretty sure everybody got enough churches, so that wasn't like totally necessary. But go off.
My first music and art seminar with Edwin Hawkins was in Toledo. We flew into Detroit and we took a car service into Toledo. I remember that.
Yeah, it's so close.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I was like, and when we got there, we looked at the hotel that they had booked, and the marquee was not lit up.
It's the hood.
I went into the hotel and I looked around, and I was like, mind you, this is my first. I think it was 2009. My first music and arts, and I was not impressed. And we walked in. Me and my friend walked in. And we knew something when the driver pulled up and we seen that the marquee on the sign was not lit. I said, we're going to have a problem here. Walked in the hotel, checked us in, walked in the room. We walked into a room. The beds were not made.
Wow.
It was not clean at all. So we marched back down there to the deal. They gave us another. Well, she did. She gave us 3 different keys to 3 different rooms that said, let us know which one you want.
What?
Went into the next one. It looked like it was not even half, clean at all. What I did, I said, well, stay there. And I sat right down there and I got on my Hilton honors and I booked the Hilton in Toledo, and we had to stay there until the shuttle came and got us, so we can check in because we didn't want to just waste, a night, so we sat there. I remember I slept in the chair. I didn't even sleep on that bed. I slept upright in the chair. I wouldn't lay myself on that bed. And in the morning when we rose, the Hilton shuttle came to that hotel and picked us up. We got on that van and we went on over there to the Hilton. And as we got out of the Hilton van, there was a violin music playing. I said, I am where I need to be.
Oh my God. And that was the host hotel, huh?
And that was the host hotel. Now, mind you, Edwin and them probably had the suites.
Yeah.
But I told, and we came walking in to the, and they were like, where are you coming from? I said, oh, we stayed at the Hilton. And do you know, and Edwin asked, he said, Edwin, I couldn't stay there. I said, the room wasn't even, he said, I don't blame you, Christopher. So I was good. And long enough, Edwin said, we was good for getting another hotel room, I was fine. So, and we would go in there and, just go back and forth. But that's my Toledo experience.
Yeah. They, that's
name?
Yeah, it was Michael Jr.
So it was Michael Winans Jr. Okay, so he's the crook. Okay.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the Ponzi schemes, it's crazy. Yeah. Wow. That's interesting.
He got
Yeah.
14 years. Yep.
He got 14. And what year was that? But he got convicted.
So that was 2013. So he should be getting out probably in a couple more years.
Yeah. Maybe usually when they do 13, they do about half of it if they good, I guess. We got any ex-cons in the chat? Any felons know how to tell us how that work?
Any Whitehead fans?
Somebody go get Whitehead and ask him how much he's expecting to do of his stint. If they give him 20, is he expecting to do 10? What is it going?
You know, he's so good. He can, he gonna get out on a technicality in 3 years anyway. So
you know what? The sad part about it, Jesse, you probably right. Somebody
they not letting that happen again.
Oh.
I was being very sarcastic.
I think the government is already hip to the devices of the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they will be on their toes come July 1st.
Yep. And then another thing is, I think there's some other cases that's gonna come up. So just in case he do pull that technicality stuff again, you are right back.
Yeah, I think they're waiting. They're just pondering and waiting for July 1st so they can go ahead and say, all right, now that you're comfy in your new 2000 suite hotel, we're going to go ahead and start the papers work for your next case. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to let that happen, Cupcakes. I think he's there this time because they know how much he talks now.
Oh, and then
no advice from him. His record is clean. All right. Jesus dropped the charges. All right. My God.
And he did a live and he was in the car clapping his hands and spitting and yelling.
Oh, yeah. He's a
I was like, oh, this ain't looking good.
I know he brought all this on himself, but it's really sad because you can tell that he is just by himself. It just doesn't seem that no one is really behind him, which is, I kind of feel sorry for him, but don't feel sorry for him because I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, he done drove like all the people that would be there for him away. Like, his cousin had got on there and laid him out. I mean,
she did lay him out.
She laid him out and she doubled back. She, came back and ran him over again.
I'm with Pam though. Pam, the intellect, says, that whole child support issue that he's not paying and he's behind thousands upon thousands of dollars in child support, but you're rolling around here in Gucci, Fendi, Prada. And I don't care if some of it's fake, some of it's real. And you're rolling around in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley or what have you, and you owe thousands upon thousands of child support.
That'd be like, and if I knew I was doing some dirty, underhanded stuff, the first thing I'd be taking care of is my kids.
Right.
Like,
but he's out there giving gifts, $25,000 worth of gifts and stuff to the community kids, and you owe all this child support to your own kids.
A narcissist.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. And he cares so much about public opinion and what people think of him. And it's like, man, you're gonna have so much time to think about what you think about yourself after July 1st. And hopefully
3 months from now, we ain't never gonna think about that man again.
We not. I know.
After they put
content's gonna dry up. It ain't gonna be no more.
We're going to be on to the next news story.
We really are. Now, he can't pay his lawyers either. I don't know why that Florio woman keeps, she's probably using it as kind of a promo for herself as well at this point. He is a newsmaker. They are following him. They are writing about him. So she can use the publicity by being his lawyer for what it's worth, I guess, because I doubt she's getting paid. He doesn't have any money. Yeah. So. Yeah. So it is what it is. Yes. What are your thoughts on Deborah? We talked about a lot of different stuff tonight. We started with Buddha and or Vincent and Larry, and then we just went to a hodgepodge of things. But yeah, you have to catch the replay when we get up out of here. I have a dinner date tonight with friends, so I am going to get off here and rustle around and get ready to get out the door pretty soon. What do you have planned tonight? You going to stay in? I think I asked you that.
Yeah, I'm staying in. I got some homework to do. Yeah, and then just try to get over this cold. I'm so mad. I'm sick. I wanted to go to church on Pentecost, but oh
no,
well.
you better stay home. You'll get worse.
Yeah, I know. So,
yeah. If you're gonna run, well, that would be a storyline for us. That would be more content, Jacqueline, if he runs.
It's a double-edged sword because I want him to run. I want that
entertainment.
I want that entertainment, but at the same time, I'm sick of this nigga.
Yeah. Well, you just ready for, like Rejoice said, just give clergy a whole bad name. You know, it's just horrible.
Yeah,
I just want to get rid of him for a while. Let him go somewhere and think.
Yeah,
so, I don't know. It is. Do the friends offer benefit? Oh, child, please get out of my bed. A child, please stop. Get out of my bed. I ain't in yours. No, these are my just friends, buddies. We just going to go We're going to have pre-Pentecostal Sunday beverages.
Oh, I got that Pentecostal power.
Just the money burned in fire. Feel the power moving. Spirit moving in my soul.
Oh.
You know, everybody and their mama gonna be singing that song. But Vincent Bohannon has a few hits that you can sing for Pentecostal Sunday.
Did he write that?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay. I love that song.
Listen, that Vincent Bohannon that's what I was talking about these Stellar Awards. We love Ricky. We love these other people, you know, things up against Ricky and Kevin Lemons and stuff like that. That's not, you know, but that Vincent Bohannon, you got to give him credit for writing his own songs and making them hits. They're not just these songs that everybody sings. That's Stellar Award worthy, Grammy Award worthy. If you ask me.
Yeah, and he bought my favorite out of the millennials is Gen Z. He bought my favorite. Yeah.
Chanel, you ain't never lied, baby.
Oh, I know you make a mean cocktail.
My friends be like, "Hey, you making them? Give me a minute. I'll take care of that for you. Give me a minute. Give me a minute." Yeah, Bohannon, he's a very nice guy, but he's so talented. Do Donald write? Yes, Donald wrote most of his songs. Yeah, Donald writes all those songs. Blessing, you know, all that.
He didn't write on this last project.
He didn't write?
No, because it was all Twinkie songs.
Oh, that's Twinkie stuff. No, that's Twinkie stuff. He kind of produced that. That just like Yolanda's, you know, he may not write all of Yolanda's either.
I'm surprised they nominated him for that Twinkie album.
Do expand your thoughts.
I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there.
Yes, then I guess you will leave it there, won't you? Leave it right there.
It was given a tribute album, but you know, usually a tribute. I mean, it you know, let me be for real. Like, I feel like it didn't make a lot of noise.
It didn't. I wanted it to make more noise. I really did. I don't think it really made as much as it should have. But you know what that is, though? Can I share what it is?
What you feel?
When you have an album, regardless of who you are, you have to go out and promote it.
Oh, yeah.
Twinkie wasn't going nowhere. She was barely on that tour.
Yeah.
You have to go out and do dates, and you have to sing your music off of your new album. I mean, that's what get radio play. That would get, you know, satellite radio play and stuff like that. But you're talking about somebody who ain't going to do much. We going to get what she gives us. Donald produced a wonderful, great album, but he can't do the footwork on it.
Oh, I mean, usually tribute albums don't get a lot of promotion because I'm thinking about like Luther Vandross had a tribute album back in the day.
You can't compare Luther to Twinkie. Next.
Well, just shut me down. Why don't you?
Come on, you can't compare Luther to Twinkie. That's totally, two different spectrums. I mean, you talking about, we love Twinkie. Twinkie's a wonderful writer, just like Luther was a wonderful writer as well. But the genre of music just can't compare.
But no, my point was kind of just like, I feel like that it wasn't like that big of a it was none of those songs from that tribute album was on the radio or nothing like that. Did nobody go on a tour? I mean, by that point he had passed, but
then too, I'm wondering who is a producer can produce your album, but they're really not obligated to get your album out there. So who is the one that is responsible? Who's her publicist? Who's her person to get her music out there? That's the question we need to ask.
I mean, really, that should have been if somebody was gonna do a Twinkie tour, it should have been the rest of them Clark sisters. Don't make me call Denise.
Denise is trying to, hang on for life up there in Sacramento. I need to go visit her. Let me go up there. She's only a few hours away from me.
Yeah,
let me go see what Denise doing.
She ain't got no friends no more.
Yeah,
somebody cut her off. Use and abuse them.
Yeah, then cut off. Well, they say she cut them off, so I don't know. But my thing is too, it's like the whole Dare Moore getting infiltrated in all this stuff. It's like sometimes you need to not get into family business.
Amen.
You stay out of family business. So maybe you just don't need to. Instead of talking about distributor and publisher, Walmart, dollar bid, whatever. But yeah, I know Twinkie is not. That's what I'm saying. You can produce an album, you can make it great, but if the originator isn't really at a point where they can actually be the, walk that album out, it's kind of hard. And I think that's regardless of who you are.
But you know what? I think Twinkie be. Obviously she got some issues, physical issues. She can't get around that good. But she one of them people that she feel good when she want to feel good.
When the check is right, real right.
Oh, because she was at
what the zeros say.
Yeah, she was at Mary J. Blige's conference this weekend.
Mary J. Blige had a conference?
Yeah, she have a Strength of a Woman. I was supposed to go, but I ended up there.
Really?
She's
a strong woman? You was gonna go there?
I'm going because I'm a Mary J. Blige fan.
Okay. I just asked it. Go ahead.
But yeah, she had the Strength of a Woman conference every year during Mother's Day. And so this year it was in New York for the first time. And last year she had the gospel brunch on Sunday. I think Kiera had did it last year, but this year it was the Clark sisters.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So but Twinkie was there and she was sounding good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think she has her moments. I think she has her moments where she's, good and able-bodied like anybody else. But she just can't do it all the time.
Yeah,
that's out.
And then Larry Clark.
Oh Jesus, Larry.
He had her all out there in Seattle, Washington.
I remember that. He was hawking at her on a video. She was up in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, up in Seattle.
Or Tacoma or something up there.
Maybe it was Tacoma.
Yeah, or it might have been Portland. I don't know. But anyways, he had and that was always the thing. It was like, bro, why is you always trying to get her to promote your shitty ass music?
And it's not good.
His music is not good.
It's just not good, Larry. It's not good. But he's, that's his semi-mama because I guess he was under her more. And that's Denise's son.
Well, Denise, he was homeless.
Was he homeless? When was
he homeless? Because he always stayed with Maddie. You know, he was the first
Oh,
boy.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. He was the first boy after
Maddie died, they threw him out the house.
Well, they said no. Was it after? I think it was after their daddy had died. I think he was homeless after Pastor Clark had died. I want to say he was homeless.
What was Matt? Was Pastor Clark lived beyond Maddie?
Yeah, Pastor Clark lived until 2001, I think. 2001, 2002.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was homeless for a little minute. And then, you know, Twinkie wasn't living here. She was in Charlotte.
Right. She was over there talking about she married, right?
You don't know about John John?
You don't know about John John?
But then, you know, I've also heard that, you know, Larry had abused one of his brothers or something. Somebody had alluded to something, allegedly, you know.
Really?
That's what somebody had.
It was reported to you.
Yeah. I know it was on somebody YouTube channel, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
No, I think, matter of fact, Larry Reed had alluded to that.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want Larry to get back to. Just get back to what you used to do. Is that what we want? What do we want, Jesse?
Well, I want him to stay the hell off the internet, but obviously, you know, he don't listen to people like me.
That's not going to happen. We're insignificant.
Fine by me.
What's up, River? Oh, River, you now you here. Now I gotta get out. We've been on here over two and a half hours.
Right. And Lady Wisdom trying to come and do the remix in here.
What's up, Lady Remix? I mean Lady Remix. Lady Wisdom. Last time you came up here, Lady Wisdom, we had to abruptly close this thing, you know. Now it wasn't your fault. You know. It was just what it was. Yeah, but I wish, you know, like somebody said, the people, the talent in the family is Karen, Twinkie, Dorinda, Kiara.
Pretty much.
Right.
Then we're gonna see what Jacob got going on.
Now, I think Jacob is gonna come up the rear and really show us something. I think Jacob's gonna do it. He's gonna be probably that good preaching, singing man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he's going. You know, she talking about get back to eating and leave us alone. What are you talking? I know you ain't talking about Donald Lawrence.
Let's get back to eating.
I blocked over here over Donald Lawrence. I blocks you. I don't.
No, she talking about funky ass Reed. Let's get back to eating and get rid of this nigga.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, did you see? You know, you have to go back and see the replay. We did discuss some things on his latest video, Lady Wisdom, that he put out today. He had a few interesting shockers in there. But you'll have to go and check that out. Yeah, Jacob is oily. I think his sister, she's gonna be a good singer too. She got like a good growl to her. She's like a Dorinda.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she giving you a little Dorinda? Like she's gonna be that preacher kind of singer. She may not preach, but she's gonna have that little good growl to her.
Yeah.
Drew can't find no wife, but he sure can put out some good, talented children. God bless them.
I wonder, do they got the same mama?
I don't think so. I doubt it.
Because I know that girl was on that show, but they never showed Callie mama.
What girl was on the show?
The Jacob mama was on that show.
Was she on that show? Where was
you don't
she
remember
at?
that?
What scene was that? I don't remember.
All I know, they was in looked like a condo that was in Lafayette Park downtown on the east side. And she was just like, you know, she was talking about J. Drew and all of this and that. I think he had came to pick up Jacob or something. You know, yeah, but she was on there. They had her on there.
Interesting. Thank you, Jacqueline. So they do have different mothers. Okay. All right. Yeah. Jacob mama was on there. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems to me that. But you were right when you talked about how Kiara is put. It seems like she's expected to do and be put. Do more than Jay Drew. He can pretty much be the man and just chill out. Nobody really holds him accountable. But Kiara, we really give her a bad time.
Yeah, over a little bit of nothing, really. I mean, Kiara ain't really had no scandals or nothing, but it seems like people always be trying to shade her. Yeah, so.
You said Jacob's mom used to sing backup for Kiara, and Jay wanted Kay to fire her. I don't care. I didn't ask you to have a baby by her. She my singer.
Right.
Beat it, Cletus. She ain't going nowhere because you're going to get a new one tomorrow. And I'm going to be without a singer. I would have told him to kick rocks, brother. Kick rocks.
Well,
He got that band together, though. I'm not mad at him with that band over there at GEI.
No, and
they
sound like the sound system and everything came a very long way.
It has. They got some good presiding bishop money over there now.
Yeah.
It actually, it's a better quality. The cameras seem to be a better, they got multiple cameras going over there. So they are looking, now they ain't got as much spirit in my opinion as West Angeles, but that's my opinion.
Okay. It definitely over that pandemic stuff is really starting to kind of like go away.
What do you mean by that?
When I was over there visiting or, going over there, it was like, it did feel more like organic, but I went over there last year and visited a couple times. And it was like, oh, y'all still doing a praise break every sermon? Ain't nobody shouting,
Yeah, see, they give me that praise break thing, and Bishop cheered, and then when that don't work, they'll put up Dorinda, and it's like what to expect over there. That's why when I go to West Angeles, it's just people talk about Judy, but it just seems like more of a church atmosphere to me. I don't care what people say that Charles Blake is dry and whatever. I think it's just my mental, growing up apostolic, I really, I think I got burnt out. Once I left the apostolic church and went to a non-denominational church, it was hard for me to go back into a traditional type of atmosphere. It was just hard. West Angeles gives me that non-traditional, that traditional church, and they don't have to have a praise break every Sunday.
Yeah.
You mean you have to have one every Sunday, Jesse?
Yeah.
You can have good singing and spirited and spirit-filled service without conjuring up a praise break.
Yeah, because it don't always require a praise break.
Yeah.
It really don't,
Yeah. And you said that's kind of how you felt when you went over there.
When I went back last year, I was like, oh, y'all still doing the same thing y'all was doing in 2019. Y'all just doing it out of tradition now. I used to feel it back in 2019, but last year I was like, ain't nobody clapping. Everybody just standing around like whatever, I don't know.
I'm with you, Marco. I'm at a Kojic church now too. Actually at a Kojic church now. And it's, and I like it. It's a smaller church or what have you. I've just got so burnt out of, being the music director at these big churches. And it's just too much is given, much is required, Jesse. And sometimes, sometimes you just don't want much to be required if you know more.
Listen, and that's like a growing trend that a lot of people ain't talking about. There's a lot of people that left apostolic churches that go to Kojic churches now.
Yeah, it's just, it wasn't like I was set out to do it. I just was led to just go to this particular one, and I just been kind of just hanging out there, for the last few months. So, There's some Kojic in the house. So, I can actually vote for the new presiding prelate. Okay.
But I won't.
Can actually vote. And I love it because the church that I'm going to, they're under Bishop Macklin. So Bishop Macklin is our bishop. So I love Bishop Macklin.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at Mark Andrews. He's so UPC. He done had a heart attack. Somebody get deliver what they call it, the pumpers to get him alive again. Mark done fell out.
Resuscitation thing.
There you go. That's what he needs. Because he good starts UPC, baby.
He said he apostolic for life. I know that's right.
Yes, he is. I mean, when you think about it, Mark, though, I mean, can I not be apostolic? We're apostolic for life, regardless of the church that we go to. Just because you don't go to apostolic church don't mean that you still don't have the foundation and of an apostolic church. I don't regret my foundation myself. Do you regret Cool JC? Think about it. Really, though. I mean, no, you may not want to go to a Cool JC church anymore.
Yeah.
But can you not deny that it was some of your good formative years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like when you can't deny great formative years at a church, even though you may have outgrown the church. That doesn't mean you don't have connections for life. And that's just me. Defibrillator. There you go. I knew I couldn't get it out, Linda J. But
I know one thing, when I get baptized again, I'm going to that Cool J. I'm going to Solomon Simple on East 7 Mile. Rest in peace to Bishop Bonner.
I know that's right. I love watching some Bishop Bonner. They had some church up in that place.
Yeah,
and I just watch on TV and be sitting up there shaking.
Yeah, I visited on Good Friday. It was a good service, but don't nobody go over there like that. But it was still a good service. Nah.
Oh, so it ain't packed no more like it used to be, huh?
No, ain't no church in Detroit packed like that.
That's true. It's hard to get a good crowd these days. Who's the pastor now? Is it a son or something? Nepotism?
Nah, it's Bishop. Nah, it's what is that man name? Because he go between here in Nashville. I forgot what his name was, but yeah. But it's not. I don't think they're family.
He said, "I'll be there too. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna swing by the Holy Convocation in November too. I'm gonna swing on by there.
Y'all ain't gonna have no hotel room. Y'all crazy. That's like playing Russian roulette.
Well, my ram is already in the bush, and I'm set. I'm good.
They're gonna have y'all staying in Jackson, Mississippi.
No, is that close?
No, that's a 2-hour drive.
Oh, absolutely. I would hop on a plane and go back home like some of them did last year. Have you been down in this name? What name are you speaking of, Yandris? Could you put the name in the chat that you're speaking of? I don't know what you're speaking of. I need a name, like the apostolic say. What do you mean the Father? What's his name? What do you mean the Son? What's his name? What do you mean the Holy Ghost? You got to say the name that you're talking about.
That's right, Bart. That's right. In the name. Jesus,
there you go, Marco. Don't be saying that's right, Captain Powell. What name are you talking about? You can't just be the apostolic say you can't just flower that thing. You got to be specific.
Ain't no Trinity around this.
It ain't even it ain't even in the Bible, Jesse. That Trinity, that's what they tell them. Yeah. It ain't even in the Bible. Come on, Jackson, Mississippi. I ain't going over there. I ain't going no Jackson, Mississippi. Build the church. What'd he say? Bishop Bonner got all his supplies to build his church from Jerusalem. Okay, Jerusalem supplies. I love Bishop. He used to preach. I used to come on Sunday. He came on Sunday evenings. And I used to watch him.
I'm trying to. Somebody said, "Do you like the service of Bishop Charles Ellis, Greater Grace?"
Over there at the city of David. Go ahead.
Well,
the city of David. Go ahead.
You mean the city of three people in the pews?
Holy Ghost.
The last time that church was packed out was 7 years ago. And Aretha Field.
It's such a shame though, because the church that used to go, the kind of church that used to go on over there.
Even when he was younger, like
right
after his dad passed, like I look at some of them old
they would
videos.
still be over there just leaping and jumping and carrying on.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened over there.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness.
Now I went to Marco said Bishop Shelby. Bishop Shelby and my mama went to high school together.
Oh really?
Yeah, he from Saginaw too. But I went over there a couple of times. It was cool. Did I like the way he preached? But yeah, it was cool. Cause you know, sometimes them Kojic bishops, especially nowadays,
yeah,
it like even with Bishop J. Drew.
I've always had my opinion on that. I said, it's just, it's just pup and prime to me, praise breakish kind of preaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a like, okay, this the same thing. Like, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Cause the Kojic church that after we left Cool JC, the church that we went to when I was younger, that was Kojic. Even that bishop back then, Bishop Marvin C. Pryor, I was just like, I didn't like the way he preached at all. I did not like the way he preached, even when I was a kid. So yeah, the Kojic preachers. Some of them boring.
I was trying to find some good ones. There's one in this city that he can, if he wasn't on the sex offender list, I think he can get a little further because he sure can preach.
Sex offender.
Listen. I'm just, Megan's Law, but he sure can preach. That he can. If he wasn't, on the list and was able to kind of go a little further, that man wore me out at a funeral. I said, "Who is this?" And they said, "Oh, that's such and such." I said, "Really?" But there's quite a few on the list. Jesse, there's quite a few on the list. But what can you do?
Good God Almighty.
Let me see. I was trying to find something real quick, but I can't really find it. So
I never heard Linwood Dillard preach.
Linwood Dillard. I think I heard him preach. Are they saying that he did Dillard in Memphis? Yeah, Linwood Dillard. He wasn't bad. I like Hines, but Hines, sometimes it feels like he's fake hooping to me.
I don't think I ever heard him preach either.
But Hines, maybe because he's well put together. Sometimes one thing I learned from Veron Ash used to say, people ain't going to listen to you if you're not really well put together. They'll listen, but they're not going to be engaged. They're not going to want to hear you. That's one thing that Veron had right. Veron always dressed to the T. He always had on. He was always whitehead, with brand name, but they would just look good. It didn't have to say F or G all over the suit.
Looking a mess.
Veron Ash used to have like on really good suits and shoes, and he had red bottoms before I knew what red bottoms were. So
Yeah,
but
and Shelby got that too. That good look.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I think that's what like Hines gives me. Like you want to listen to him because he's so well put together.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you a little bit more okay to that. Not that saying that other people.
Well,
Don't.
you do got to be visually appealing sometimes, depending on the person. With me
Yeah.
personally, I see somebody that's over the top and cute or whatever. I'd be like, girl,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to listen to all that. But
Right.
I know you ain't gonna be talking about a bunch of nothing. But
No.
some people, a lot of people, like if they're attracted to you, then they like, you ain't got to be talking about nothing for real. But go on, Bishop, with your cute style.
Yeah, and the thing about it with I'm with you, Lydia J. I think Coach is missing that leadership style of G.E. Patterson. And G.E. Patterson, you would want to listen to what G.E. Patterson has to say. It's kind of like Macklin. When Macklin gets up to speak, he's going to say some nugget that's going to grip you.
And I got to talk about your boy.
Who?
Blake, the daddy.
The dad. Okay, all right.
But it's no shade. But under his administration, Church of God in Christ lost a little bit of it.
Well, you know what I think they lost a little bit, as people would say, of the spiritual aspect of it. It's more because you forgot that Kojic elected Hollywood.
Yeah.
Kojic elected Los Angeles. So you're going to get the culture of Los Angeles infiltrated in the Church of God in Christ. Yeah. So what they didn't lose, I think they gained the business side of it. I think they gained more of the business and putting things together. But I think in people's opinion, they lost some of the spirituality because it's a little bit more subdued when it comes to Bishop Blake and Judy McAllister.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that. And it wasn't just Bishop Blake. It was like that's what was being promoted more.
Well, yeah, because you're going to be whatever your leader is, it's going to trickle down from the head.
Yeah.
So it's going to start. You're going to start to, and then didn't Bishop Blake have Joel Osteen preach at a convocation?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Joel Osteen preached at a convocation. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you're going to start. You got a lot of more of that style. Now, when we flip it, G.E. Patterson gave you that mix.
Yeah.
Bishop Blake gave you that one style. Bishop Sheard has one style for you. It's not a mix.
Yeah.
So yeah, and some people liked it, some people didn't like it. Old school Church of God in Christ, no, they didn't really like what Blake had to, but Blake knew how to make that stuff happen in the Church of God in Christ on the business side of things. Yeah. Joe Osteen preached. That's what they said. Yeah, he did. I remember that. But it's just what it is. If they do, I don't see any other candidate that would be worthy, in my opinion, of being the presiding bishop at this time.
No. And they can hoop and holler all they want to, but just be for real. Be for real. Like you at this point, after everybody that's been after G.E. Patterson, you have to have some sort of celebrity, some sort of notoriety. Amongst being a public figure. So like, just be for real. Like,
and the thing about it, the respect, Bishop Blake always had the respect. If he has, an Earl Carter try to weaponize his relationships, but that's because Earl was just pissed off because he got kicked out. But he tried to weaponize his relationship with the stars at his church that gave millions of dollars. Magic Johnson and Cookie, Samuel L. Jackson and his wife, Chris.
Oh, you said Earl Blake. I thought you said Earl Carter because I was like, what?
Earl Carter. I hope I didn't say. Did I say Earl Blake? Or I
No,
meant Earl
I think
Carter.
you said Blake. I went to
Oh Jesus,
Carter.
Luke
Jesus, Lucy, Holy Gold.
But he tried to weaponize that against him because he was like, "You're bringing this Hollywood." Well, first of all, you wasn't even in the Church of God in Christ at that time. You got booted. Yeah. So, I mean, they say I think Sheard is more future looking. That may be true. Maybe, yeah. I think some of his decisions may need a little help. He needs to, ask some people before maybe he reaches, make some decision. Maybe he got a better team going forward. But at this point in time, it's Sheard, regardless of what people say. I think they need to leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Shanae, Lim, it's obvious Lim Diller is gonna be the next one. He's gonna be the next one.
With the mods, block Amanda, please.
she be acting a fool. She be acting.
That
but
man
I agree.
But he would that would just kill him. He would just die because that would be his dream. That would be so much of his dream that he would just kill over. He wouldn't even be able to work.
Stroke. He have a stroke on the.
He just have a stroke
stage.
on the. As soon as they told him he won, he'll be out of here, gone. What's up, Queen Mom? You caught us before we got out of here. Yeah, but what were you saying right before I interrupted you? You were saying something about Dillard. They said Dillard is working his way up, and I think he is.
Yeah, he gonna be the next one. Long as he don't have no scandals.
Yeah, just keep it clean. And I think Hines would be a good first assistant. I'm all for the new blood or the younger blood getting in there and shaking it up. But you need the younger blood that'll shake it up, but that hasn't they don't forsake the old, the foundation.
Well, Hines gonna be old by the time that happens because I would say, I hope I don't know if we're gonna still be here or Jesus is gonna come back by the end, but yeah. But I would say Bishop Sheard probably gonna be in there till about what you think 2032?
Don't they do they do 4 or 8 years?
Every 4 years.
So every 4 years, but he has to be reelected, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but if he get elected this time, he definitely gonna get elected the next time.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, he just has to be on a good track. I wish he would get that mixture of Blake and him when it comes to the church. And I know I'm biased, y'all. I'm in California. We only have saved. I know I keep talking about West Angeles, but it's just a certain type of style that I think a presiding bishop needs. Even Bishop Patterson, he had the white folk in there playing the doggone violins. Yeah. He used to have an orchestra in his church. That brought a different atmosphere in there. They knew how to be chameleons and meet everybody where they were. Don't just take advantage of your people who are at your church, or don't think about them who have come in from the Methodist church, come in from the Presbyterian church, from the Catholic church. All those styles of worship have been different, the Baptist church. So I love when I first turned on the TV and I saw the orchestra. And listen, Bishop be preaching down, then white folks used to be sitting there not knowing what's going on. And I used to love it. But it was something in them that I'm sure they said something deep within me holding the rein, and something in me I just can't explain. And I know them people sat there, but they felt something and they didn't quite know what they were feeling, because when Bishop Patterson told a story, he told it like no other. And if you didn't understand the Bible and a story in the Bible, he broke that thing down right at your footstep. And that's what I loved about Bishop. And then when it was time to have church, that man had some good church. So
yeah, that the benefits of being a presiding bishop have definitely gone down over the years. But
what is the benefit?
I mean, sometimes you get more prestigious people, in your crowd when you're the presiding bishop.
That's true, because didn't Ford even, he walked among presidents, and
Yeah.
he had some people coming into I remember that back in the day, seeing some videos of Ford, and I think Owens had some prestige with him as well.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, and then you do have to keep in mind that, the black church don't have the leverage you used to have. Like, let's be
No, it
honest.
doesn't.
You know,
It
that
really doesn't.
it's not just a Kojic issue, it's a church issue.
Like
So,
no other Rhodes report. He told that story. I just be at home amazed. I used to listen to him at work while I'm working, and I still do sometimes. Yeah, I listen to him. And I understood some stories in the Bible that I have heard multiple times and never really understood them. Patterson broke them stories down for me. And he talked them so good. You just had to understand. What she say? I liked when the international first ladies weren't on Instagram.
child.
Cussing everybody out about their husbands. I know.
Cuss to the husband out on live and
Oh,
not go
those were the days.
and exposing the STDs and clinic results.
I know. It's
And,
just
and back in the day when there was the first gentleman.
I tell you. And Lady Patterson didn't have to do much. I mean, spoke at a few, spoke at the women's conference maybe a little bit, and they don't have to do much. But I still didn't like the way they kind of disrespected Karen when she first got in. They didn't treat Karen right. And when that man got up talking about the first ladies, he mentioned Lady Mae Blake, and he mentioned Louise Patterson, talking about we ain't got no first ladies like that no more.
Oh,
Don't
who
say that
said
right
that?
in front of Karen.
Who said that?
Yeah, who was that man that got up and said that, y'all? Y'all remember that? The man got up, it was one of the bishops, got up and said that, and Karen was over there sitting down. And he was like, Lady Louise Patterson and Lady Mae Blake, we don't have no first ladies like that no more. And Karen over there sitting down.
Kojic people can be just so disrespectful.
I couldn't believe it. I was like,
just nasty.
That wasn't the question, Amanda.
Amanda.
What I said. I said it was disrespectful. That's what I said. Tell you if it's the truth or not. What you talking about?
Amanda needs to come
I gotta get out of
man.
here. I am supposed to be at dinner at 8:00, and it is across town, and I ain't even dipped in the shower yet. But let me tell you, I see. Let's see here. I want you to make sure we are celebrating everybody. Thank you, those who have participated in today's support of the St. James Show. We're requesting $15 or more or less. Just whatever you would like to donate for the celebration of the 15,000 subscribers that we hit today. So if you would like to donate, there is the CashApp SaintJamesShow, or if you would like to give, other ways to give is through Zelle, the SaintJamesShow at att.net, and also my what is that? PayPal.
Y'all really ain't got no excuse because y'all not paying for cable no more. Go and send that $15 to St. James. He deserve it. Y'all not paying for cable. Red Lobster closing, so you ain't gonna have your big back over
can't
there
even can't even go to the Lobster House.
You can't go to the Lobster House.
You can't go to Red Lobsters or the Sizzlers
or the Ponderosas.
Yeah.
So y'all send him some $15 to that Cash App.
Yes, Queen Mom. Welcome all the new subscribers. We appreciate you for joining us here over at the St. James Show. Thank you for the additional. We were gifted some 5 people were gifted memberships today by RNY. Thank you so much, RNY, for donating those memberships. So you are a jewel, and I believe that was the higher tier. To tell you the truth, when you donate, it's really the highest tier that you have, and it's something that you can't choose. Which I think you should be able to choose which tier you donate, but YouTube automatically hits the highest tier, and I think the highest tier is $5.99. So y'all who got gifted memberships today, y'all some of my big tithers. That's the big tithers deal. So make sure that you live up to the big tither name. Yes, the Red Lobsters are closing. Y'all did too much all you can eat shrimp, Catherine Powell.
Too many big backs at that all you can eat shrimp.
Too many big backs. Put them people straight out of business. Out of here.
Yep.
Did he say the first husband? Yeah, you got a lot of that going on. That's going on. Gentlemen, first husbands, first gentlemen. Yeah.
He coming back, Kevin. You don't know.
He didn't know they coming back. She said, "I got you and Jesse." And said, "Listen, oh, don't you hate that?" That's everybody. Be careful. Just watch who you're sending money to. Watch where you're putting your information online. And if some of you do, there's a few of you who like to send me checks and send me money orders and cashier's checks, and that information is on my. If you click about on YouTube, my PO box is down there. And people just send me cards of encouragement as well. You don't always have to send money. I'll take cards of encouragement or whatever you want to send me. But my PO box is there in the about on my YouTube page. All right.
Yeah,
so,
I just want to make one last point before we get off of here. Y'all be careful when y'all be in these stores. Those skimmers that used to be at the gas stations all the time, now they're putting it inside of stores. Like when you go to Walmart and pay with your credit card. So try to go to stores that got tapped to pay. I saw a report on Washington, D.C., Fox News, I believe, and it was talking about that. So y'all be careful because it's, starting to come. It's going to start in D.C., then it's going to be in the next city, in the next city, in the next city. So y'all be careful because they out here.
Yeah. They have been doing that for a while, and I think now it's coming back up in my city. So it's been on the news lately in my city as well because I didn't know it was going on. So, and you don't know, you're just going to the register, you're just sliding your card, and it ain't even the real deal.
Yep, but I tap and pay everywhere. So
yes, that tap pay will save you some fraudulent stuff. Make sure you have to pay. Queen Mom, there's my email address, TheSaintJamesShow@att.net. Very simple. That is my email address right there, and it's scrolling along the bottom as always. All right, Jesse, thank you so much. We are getting out of here. You look better. Listen here. I believe I see you in the future.
Hey.
And you're looking better.
Come on.
Than you do right now. Appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Good night.
Come on, Bishop, try to do it. I see you. See you in the future. You look better. See you in the future. See you in the future. See you. I'll see you. I'll see you. You look better than you do right now. You look better. You look better than you do right now. You look better. You look better than you do right now. You look better. You look better than you do right now. You look better. You look better than you do right now. You look better. You look better than you do right now. You look better. You look better than you do right now. You look better. You look better. I got it right now. I see you. See you in the future. You're going forward. You're going higher. See you in the future.